Hey, yo, what's up, people? We doing some pre-show. I'm testing the mics, making sure.
It's hot as fuck in here, by the way.
It is very hot. Oh wait,
Jesus.
no, we are on stream. Am I supposed to record? I think I'm supposed.
I don't know what's
I'm
happening.
gonna just record. Just make sure things are going all right. What's up?
Is that how it goes? Okay.
What's going on, man?
Yeah,
Hello.
Oh wait, you got to fix the thing behind you, Tommy. Scoot up a little.
Oh Jesus. God forbid.
That's all icky.
Can't show that.
I'm not trying to get in trouble with Mr. Gonzalez. He is not out of town today. He's not here right now. He's at an event, but he is not out of town today.
He's rich, white. No, just kidding.
He's at some bougie shit.
But what's up with y'all? How's the? Hold on. I mean, for the real show, you gonna get the energy, me. But
I was about to say you real lackluster.
I'm
today,
chilling.
huh?
I'm chilling. Like I had a lot of work to do today. So and I still got work I got to do. I hate writing emails. Like my brain starts to.
How many do you write a day?
It depends. Like if we're talking like actually writing follow-up wise, it just depends on the clients.
Well, follow-ups are easy, but like
No, that's the worst part. That's for
you
me.
gotta switch it up, but like
That is the worst part.
Really? You
But
think
actually, getting 100 to 200 emails per day and having to read that, and I don't know. Some of those emails are they're not for you. It's a chain email for everybody
so?
else,
You
but
gotta
not
get a
for you.
filter on that, huh?
Sometimes it just don't feel like doing that shit
Sometimes it
either.
don't work like that,
You gotta
right?
have them filters, man. You will go crazy with emails if you ain't got.
Especially if you go on vacation.
I mean, I go crazy.
Oh, yeah, you
I
come
go
back
crazy with work as is.
I took 2 days off and came back with 430 emails.
That's lucky.
Because remember that people think the most important thing in their life is also the most important thing in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when you're client facing. But I was thinking of some things to get us all kicked off today. And y'all already know the topic from earlier. I just realized it was on y'all. See, that's how tired I am. But y'all already know the topic, Gary. You're gonna be talking about Popeyes. I want to get into a little bit about Juneteenth.
I feel like that should be the main story.
Juneteenth is the main story, but we're gonna talk about Popeyes. Because Popeyes, did some discounts and
Unleashing the gates of hell.
that's what they did.
precisely
We'll
what
save
they
it for
did.
when we get there. But I also want to make sure we highlight. I almost wanted to call this the Juneteenth special.
No,
I was
we're not
prepared
doing
for
that.
That would
Yeah,
actually
we're
be a
not
good
doing
title,
that.
though. The Juneteenth.
Charlie Brown and the Juneteenth.
Because I would have had to make a title like that. And I don't
Charlie
wanna do
Brown
that.
and Emancipation.
The episode will be about that one black kid teaching Charlie Brown about Juneteenth.
Franklin.
That's what it is. Franklin. There we go.
Yeah.
And here come Mammy Two Shoes. No, just kidding. Wrong cartoon.
Let's get them all in there.
Throw all the black
crows.
characters. Yeah. I done seen an elephant fly. Throw all that shit in there. Throw it in there.
Where's that Roger Rabbit Chippendales movie?
Hey, man.
They wasn't in neither one of them motherfuckers, was they?
No.
They were missing for some reason, huh? Come on,
Y'all need to
man.
stop, Doug.
Let's give them their movie. It can star Wayne Head and
Oh my God.
Seabear and Jamal.
Fillmore.
Let's do that. That'll be fun.
Cartoon ever. That dude
in
said
one
Wayne
film.
Head.
Well, damn. Let's save some of this Juneteenth energy for our
Right.
topic.
Okay.
But I did want to kick it off with a little bit of something funny. Well, funny, but something I read earlier that I don't know, man. It just took me out. And I don't know. I posted in the chat earlier today, so I don't know if y'all read it. But just to put in summation and let me share my screen here. So I was scrolling upon the news. I read the news.
You should.
I'd like to make sure I'm on top
Need a
of
healthy
Stay
dose.
informed.
on top of
Absolutely.
the things.
Yeah. Trusted sources, please.
And when I came across one of these stories, man, I don't know, man. This is the most thug animal I've ever
no,
met
we're
in
not
my
talking
life.
about
Yep.
this.
Are we talking about that?
That's
Yeah, we talking about that
Fucked up,
elephant,
man.
boy. Dog. Okay, so check it. If y'all,
it's terrible.
if y'all can't read that, the elephant.
Not funny.
Wait,
it's terrible.
you trip on a
man.
dad that then came back
Yeah,
and said,
this-
bitch, I remember your ass.
That's what happened.
That's the problem, really.
So hold on, let me make sure the people
That's
know.
really
So
the problem.
on this story here, there was an elephant in India that goes and tramples a woman, which is terrible. We're not laughing at that.
No. The initial run-in.
The initial run-in is not funny.
at all.
No.
Very sad.
But
It's not what he's laughing at either.
Then that
It's
elephant.
where this story goes.
Then that elephant decided, okay, you know what?
Disrespect.
I already killed you 2 days ago because this is on a Thursday.
Right.
Motherfucker ran it back on a Sunday to the girl's funeral.
How do they know it was the same elephant?
And threw her up in the, threw the corpse in the air.
Direct.
the video?
Whoa! No, I don't want to see
No,
that.
they do not have the video.
I don't want to see it.
The direction. Where's that video at? They gotta have a video.
They don't have the video.
Oh my
Thank
God.
goodness. Thank God.
But
Look. No.
Wait a minute. They got the orangutan on
I
video
got questions.
grabbing that dude, but they ain't got the video of this nigga throwing up the goddamn corpse.
now
there.
let's.
God dang.
Yeah, like literally, it says the animal threw the corpse in the air, then ran away. It literally just came through
To
the
disrespect
fuck,
and run away.
Just to fuck with this family.
Y'all decided to throw this
man.
bitch's funeral in my habitat?
I got questions.
Boom.
I got questions.
All right, Tommy, please,
I got questions.
please give me your questions.
Because the first time again, tragic, terrible. The second time, come on. Like, look. Here's the thing. Was it other people there? So there were. It was at the funeral.
Who gonna defend her honor?
So
No, I don't expect anyone to. But my question is, it was other people there.
No,
they were moving. Though you would think that would get an animal's attention more than a body. He had it out for this woman, man.
You said, man,
What
he
the
staked her out.
fuck?
He staked out the funeral. That's what he did. Oh, I got unfinished
Is he
business.
terrorizing the whole whole they are?
He terrorizing his whole lineage.
So I'll give some.
It's a curse.
I'll give some context here.
Holy
I'll give a
shit.
little context here. And so when I was reading into it, the region in India that this is based out of has some issues with elephant attack. It's not the first
Really?
time. Not the first time this has happened in terms of someone being attacked.
Whoa, is this common?
It's not the first time. No, I wouldn't say it's super common, but let's just say the villagers or the people, the city people, and the elephants, they got beef. Now I don't care what type of relationship you might have with
Now
your
you saying
natural.
they got beef?
They genuinely like
How long has this war been raging?
for quite a bit of time.
Oh
Actually.
my! Where's this movie? Come on, man.
The problem here, I really want to emphasize the fact that not only they did confirm it was the same elephant.
Okay,
but the real problem here is not the fact that the elephant killed a lady. The fact that the motherfucker killed her, said, "I'm gonna be back." Left. I'm talking not the same day. Days. This was from a Thursday to a Sunday. That motherfucker went off, decided, nah, I know she's having a funeral.
And fuck with no one else.
No one else.
Wait.
That's the worst part.
What
the family
the
was
fuck,
fine.
man?
Here's my question.
The family was fine.
Do Indians actually bury their family the same way we do in a coffin, or no?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Well, they were doing they were lighting a funeral pyre.
Okay.
So they were doing the ceremony leading into whatever whatever burial traditional burial.
Yeah.
Jordan, I don't think it matters really. Like
really
the animal
does.
said,
Wait.
animal hit a Yui. He was like, my senses are tingling. That bitch is having a funeral. I gotta run it back.
Wait, I'm just saying.
And she's not a
if she's
bitch. She's probably a lovely woman.
I was not.
Oh, you were the elephant.
Yeah, I was the elephant.
Oh yeah, no, he
Yes.
said that. Yeah, no, he definitely
Wait, I'm
said
just
that.
saying, it would be real fucked up if the elephant, they closed the casket, the elephant with his horns, just lit that casket and said, oh, no, get your ass out here, and threw her in the fucking, they like, well, we got a spare casket now, who else is dead at this particular point we can put in the
They
casket?
can put her back in.
She mauled at that point.
I just
Put her in the Ziploc bag.
What do you do? What did they do? Did they continue after the?
So how
I
this,
would have relocated for sure.
So how this all came to be, right?
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to read it how it's described from the story, right?
Okay.
And so you have a 7-year-old
lose
woman
me.
not only lost her life, but her body fell to the wrath of the wild tusker in Odisha. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the district. Police said on Saturday.
Right.
TLDR, she was grabbing water from, a village, and she was attacked by the animal, and she ultimately died from the injuries.
No.
She was minding her own business.
Yeah, no, the elephant was already on shit. She was minding her business.
Is it a revenge story? I hope the fuck so.
No, because to
Fuck
me,
this
I said-
elephant, man.
I said, look, you could convince me one time that that's a wildlife accident.
Yes.
That second time, you must have fucked with this elephant some way, shape, or form. Like, there has to be some
So
interaction
Something
we
happened
don't
in
know.
between Thursday and Sunday.
Between you and
this
the elephant
done
community.
came back and said, I recognize this family. I'm fucking her up again.
Did she kidnap like the baby elephant or some shit? Like reverse Bambi.
She was just
It
minding.
was a reverse Bambi.
The Indians were messing with her like the crows did Dumbo. I done see.
No.
No,
She was just getting a pail of water, and Elvis said, "Bitch, get your ass up out of here."
How old was she?
She was 70.
So no, that's too young.
No, I would say, that's young. I'm assuming if she was able to pick up the water. Jordan, you're getting a kick out of this.
Imagine this is
Yeah.
natural causes.
No, I mean,
He's by
look,
himself.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
We don't condone this motherfucker at all.
I'm laughing at the situation. I won't hold
I'm
it.
laughing at the second time.
Yeah, the second time
It's just a lot. It is
a lot.
It
It's
is
a lot.
Like, it's a lot.
So-
The thing is, look, I'm sorry. No, Jesus.
I'm so sorry. Oh, continue. I'm
But
sorry.
in all fairness, if this was 3 years later, no one would say a word. This happened, a week ago?
Yeah, no, this happened this week.
Oh, shit. That's
This happened June 11th. This was
Wait a
updated.
while, Jesus.
They
That's terrible.
no, it's real sad.
That's very fucking sad. But that second time,
Continuing
man.
the story, right?
Oh, it's more?
So, like, check it.
This is too much.
In the evening, when the family members of, Maya were performing her last rites, motherfucker showed up suddenly and took the body from the pyre, then trampled her again,
Whoa.
threw it, and fled.
3 times?
No, he ran it back twice. But
Oh, so he did it once, circled back?
So what happened was it was a Thursday when he trampled her.
Right. That's the
And then,
initial.
and then when he came back for the second time,
Yes.
he came back to the funeral out of nowhere,
Right.
got her body, trampled it again, and tossed it into the air.
Well, I know that part.
And then dipped. That was it. That was the
And
second
no one's
attack.
hunted this elephant. I don't condone killing elephants or elephants killing people, but like, it's got to be some revenge. There's got to be vengeance here.
No,
Because
there's
this
gotta be.
elephant's fucking disrespectful,
No, the
man.
elephant's disrespectful. And Shadow Shogun, don't get it twisted, right? We're not laughing at, let's be real here. This is an outlandish
This shit is
situation. This is an
insanity,
outlandish
man. Like,
situation. And
This is not a normal thing.
yeah, it's not a normal sort of situation. We're not trying to laugh at the loved one.
No light of losing life, but goddamn,
But,
man.
there's an animal that ran it back. Like, deadass ran it back. That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's
it made me
fucking
laugh
insane.
because I was like, that's nuts.
It's good, just if it's even an uncomfortable laugh, it's gonna make this just because it's so fucking
No,
crazy.
it wasn't because I definitely wasn't because at first I was like, oh, someone got trampled. That's wild.
Yeah, no, I'm
and
not
then I read
laughing
the
at
story.
that.
I said, I read the second part. I was
It's
like, okay,
the-
I can't laugh. Like, I can't help it.
the coming
Yeah,
back.
the running back is just insane.
Because if it was just the initial, no one would say a word.
No one
That's
would've
just
said a word.
fucking terrible tragedy.
It would have been like, that's
Which
really
it still
sad.
is, but the fucking fact that this elephant, who I'm just gonna say it, needs to go. He needs to go.
I mean-
for the sake of all elephants, for the elephant community, because he's giving them a bad name. I love elephants. Elephants are great. And this motherfucker here,
I can't co-sign with you.
I can't co-sign this motherfucker either.
I can't
I
co-sign
tried
with you.
to help him
I tried
out.
to support you.
I tried.
I just got some weird thoughts in my head. Like, he made this woman like the Emmett Till of India.
Oh no.
I ain't going on.
Move on. Definitely move on.
I'm not trying to get in trouble.
No,
But
move on.
I will say,
immediately.
I will say, I don't understand why they weren't able to find this guy. You literally just got to go into the forest, look for the elephant with the black tips.
Well,
I mean,
was it like a specific? I mean, how do you know is the thing?
but if an elephant runs it back, Tommy, I'm pretty sure you know which one it is. Like, if I'm looking at an elephant, I'm like, nah, you fucked up my family.
I mean,
dog.
it's elephants in the area you
Nah,
mentioned. So
fortunately, this story does end in like a good end.
Oh, thank
they
God.
They were able to, complete the ceremony. They were able to bury her in peace.
good. So nothing too
No,
bad.
like he ain't going back and dig her up.
Did they I would relocate, like I said, because that's some unpredictable shit.
Some Hatfield and McCoys.
Like, it's unpredictable.
It's bad.
But this just gives to show you, like, the other part about why I brought this up, and yes, it's just the pre-show. We're about to get into the actual show here in a bit. The other part about this is, man, when you really think about the perspective of things we deal with on a regular basis, y'all ain't getting trampled by some elephants just by minding your own goddamn business.
Different world problems, man.
And it's like, it's insane because actually, one thing I've always thought about is in the U.S., like in the U.S. in particular, they don't have giant animals. Like, there's nothing that's obscenely large. Like, actually, what's the largest?
One thing we don't realize about it, we have lions.
We do.
We have lions, rattlesnakes.
We do. But I think
we have dangerous shit.
Their environment is more closely coexisting more so with their territory more than ours with them, if that makes sense.
Wait a minute.
Like, they live closer to like that particular environment where you have in your backyard, you got an elephant, you got a lion.
Used to it, yeah.
Right, they're used to that shit. We, on the other hand, we're still not used to that shit. It freaked the fuck out. So that's why I think that it's so different for us than it is for them.
Yeah, look at people who live in Australia. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, in our backyard we got pit bulls.
I would even argue because they said that the biggest American. You need to stop. I can't help but laugh at you. But no. I looked it up. They said the American bison, I think, is the largest land mammal here in North America. Oh, wow. And a bison, a bison will fuck you up. But like,
they're dangerous as fuck.
But it's not an elephant.
I think a couple of years ago, didn't some woman got her pants stripped off? From a bison? Was it bison or buffalo? I think it was
the same thing.
But yeah, it's like that's what happens when you get your ass too close, and same thing happened here.
She got too close. A park.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference.
I don't think she did.
I don't think she did. I think these environments, because you're thinking
it's just intertwined.
Fair.
Okay, so yeah, they're intertwined. It's way different whenever you're having this blend of nature and city as it is in some of these third world countries. Like if you go to Zimbabwe, right? You know, you really got to go that far to get something that will kill you.
Right.
Small, large, in between.
Yeah.
Outside the city, I mean, it's literally like it's not cute. It is what you think it is. It is a fucking wildlife.
It's the
areas,
Lion King,
right? It's like you're not gonna run into lions right outside of the city, right?
Hyenas.
But
what the fuck are the animals in Zimbabwe?
I mean, it's all the big five are there. So when you
whoa. What the fuck are the big five?
Oh, you don't know the big five?
I figure lions, tigers, and bears, right?
I wouldn't say a bear.
Bears are not friendly. That's what I thought was the largest animal in North America.
Elephants, lions, cheetahs.
Yeah, cheetahs.
Hyenas.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all guess. Keep on going.
That's 4.
Cool. I'll actually show you.
Oh, wait. The snakes count?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a whole nother thing.
There you go. Here are the big five.
Elephants. Rhinos. Holy fuck. I forgot about that.
Which?
Oh, wait. Hippos also? Is that a different part of Africa?
There are hippos there, but they are not part of the big five.
They're dangerous, too.
No.
They should be. Fuck the elephant. That was an anomaly, I hope. The cheetah is scary.
So remember that these things are things that live in Africa actively and are there. Imagine taking a road trip and you run into one of these bitches. Like it's not.
Does that happen? How many times have you seen one of these when you visited?
In like wild?
You're literally just driving from one location to the other.
It's a little bit different, right?
Okay.
It's the way that you want to think about it is so they have like lions.
These aren't offensive. I don't want to be okay.
No, that's a really good question because a lot of people like honestly until you get to a country where it's like that, you don't understand how that dynamic can work, right?
Right.
And so like it's not as though you're fucking running outside and seeing a lion. Motherfuckers don't want to deal with you. Right. But they have think of like a lion and cheetah park where you might have a national park here.
Right.
You'll have an area that is kind of cut off so that way they can monitor like giraffes and just
keep them away from people
and try their best to keep them away from people.
Whoa. What's the percentage here?
Well, it's not like a bunch.
What'd you say?
No, it's not like
a year.
It's not like you're getting mauled by a lion.
For a year?
There are a lot of other things that'll kill you that are small.
I know.
And that's
that scares me the most. Tiny things that can kill you.
Nigga, there's snakes of all different shapes and sizes. Insects that are the size of your fist.
I don't want that either.
Tapeworms.
It's
oh fuck! I didn't even think about bacterial.
Yeah,
Or parasitical, if that's a word.
But no, I mean, when you think about how you interact with these animals, you do have to kind of
What do you mean interact?
You have to go out of your way. You have to go out of your way to try and see some of them, right?
What can outrun me besides the lion and the cheetah?
What can outrun you?
Yeah, the rhino. Can the rhino outrun me?
I don't know if you getting away from an elephant, dead ass. Like
elephants are huge.
You probably are.
I feel like I can do that.
I think they're like a gazelle. A zebra that can actually kill you. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then I don't know after that part.
I mean, I see the problem with an elephant is
I feel like a hyena could chase me.
The problem with an elephant is now I'm gonna think about that. I'm like, man, this bitch does not give a fuck. And if I fuck up, like
that's
now,
what it's fucking up my perception of elephants.
Because now I don't know, that motherfucker will hop on a plane and follow me. Like I said, these motherfuckers will run it back.
That's
apparently,
a fucking vendetta, man. Like I don't. That's so weird. That's just so fucking weird.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
It's the craziest thing I've heard in a long time.
Now we'll get into more about Africa a little bit into our show today. I want to talk about some things. Oh, well, I mean, I like to talk about all things of black relation culture and things of that nature.
You have nothing to do with our main subject. We do. We're from here.
I'm from here, bitch.
Oh, that's right. I
told you, truest definition of African American.
After I say, I don't mean to offend you, I make that joke.
I'm from Texas. On the show, The Blaxcellence, we have another black man trying to rip away my blackness. He's telling me I can't have any rights.
This is not that episode of Atlanta. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, so you're already trying to split us. You're trying to diversify us.
Not at all.
Trying to split us up.
Well, hey, no.
You are no better than the white man, Tommy.
Bring us all together. How many times have you been called a nigga? We're all friends again.
If it's more than once, then. All right, that's the depressing way to start the show.
Yeah, we're getting into happier shit.
Now we're about to get into it. We'll check y'all guys in here in just a sec.
I hope we didn't lose anybody.
No, we got followers.
Okay, right. Let's say that.
Speaking of that.
Hey, I mixed it up a little bit. What's up, beautiful people? We are here on the Blaxcellence Podcast.
The best show on this platform.
The best show on any of the Mexcellence Network. The best black podcast you can go find on any form of social, podcast networks. Whatever. I'm your host, TJ. But only one of the hosts. Shut up. Yeah, if you Google some other ones, you might find ones.
I didn't think about that part. Yeah,
but if you search up the Blaxcellence, we are number one.
Okay, well there you go.
But now, what's up? My name is TJ. I am the host today. But I do not own or really am the controller of this show. God. I am merely the hands that are driving. Driving the.
Don't sell yourself short. You are the leader, sir. You are the host.
No, we are all equal. I will not divide us like Tommy. I will not divide us like Tommy does. But now we are doing great today. Thank you for asking, Slippin' Jimmy 666. But I'm not just joined by myself, right? I have some lovely hosts on the other end.
It's me, Tommy. How are you? That's all I gotta really say.
Well, this nigga's tired.
Yeah.
It'll be I for shizzle. So That's Jordan. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Blaxcellence. I don't know why I keep looking at myself, but I am damn sexy.
It's actually really hard to not try.
It's hard.
It's not. I don't even think it's because you're looking at yourself. So it's more so because you want to make sure that you're
in frame.
You're in frame and you're thinking about some other things. Some behind the scenes things on our end. There's a TV that y'all guys don't see. There's a couple of screens. There's a lot of screens here that y'all don't really see. But there's one where we have our framing and whatnot, and it's just a giant ass look at our faces. And so sometimes if you ever see us looking at the screen, it's because we're looking at ourselves. And yeah, you know what I'm right. Yeah, shit, I do look sexy.
All this melanated skin on TV? Come on now. You can't
on the big screen.
Damn. We look good. The brothers.
Mr. Senior Two Shoes.
Hey.
Two Phones, excuse me. Mr. Senior Two Phones said, glad to see you drinking your water, Tommy.
I got to. He reminds me.
He did.
I'll be fucked up without Senior Two Phones. You're saving a life.
Helping out the crew. Making sure we're keeping our cholesterol down with hydration. He wants the Blaxcellence to go on as long as he can.
It's important, and I don't drink it. So yeah, this is the only time I do it a week.
No, y'all ever think about it? Like water to me. So I have a water fountain, like I have a water cooler, like you'd see in an office in my office.
Does the fucking guy come with the shit on
Ozark thing?
Yeah, like I have that delivered, all that kind of shit.
Nice. So does he actually install it?
No, I have to do the shit myself.
Oh no, it seems like a hassle. That's why I don't have one.
It's not a hassle.
And I don't work in the office in Scranton.
Shut up. But I got it as a way for me to start drinking water just more, and I got it like way.
You could have got like a litlittle pure thing.
No, I wanted to do. Let's be real. I can afford it.
Well, I'm gonna do it. But yeah. Just because you can doesn't. Yeah. Well, I didn't say you couldn't. I know you can.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, Tommy. Why are you trying to bring my happiness down? That's the second time you've done it.
He's right. It does do everything. It makes it cold. It's right there.
Does it make it hot though? If it makes it hot,
yeah, there's a hot button too.
Oh yeah, I get
it. It
does all the shit.
Yeah,
makes my electricity bill a little bit, but we leave it unplugged when I don't need it. I'm still reasonable.
Still got to be frugal.
Right.
But no, it was an investment because I wanted to drink more water.
Good.
But
whatever.
Water for me, I know how it's different for every other person, but like water for me, it has to be in my face. Like it has to be like I have to be constantly reminder. Not because I don't I'm not thirsty or something. It's just like, oh shoot, I need to remember to drink some water. Take some time to drink some water.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because it's super easy to just, especially
you can easily forget.
You can easily forget. Yeah. Let's be real. Other drinks taste better. I'm not thinking about water when I'm drinking alcohol, really ever. But
only at the end of the night when you need to sober up and drive home.
I hope the fuck you're not doing that at all.
If I'm the driver, I'm in a better position to drive home. Then I'm going to be drinking water at the end of the night just to sober up.
Like hold up, like I want to give him some defense. Like usually, if I know I'm driving somewhere, if
you're not drinking a lot,
if you're not drinking a lot, hey, you got to give yourself the hour and a half run up. Drink some water.
Better than not. So yeah.
Dude, we don't condone any foolish
activity,
at all. But we do recommend drinking your water whenever you can.
You got to do it. It's really important.
You know where it really is important? Man, water comes in clutch whenever we talking about some biscuits from certain restaurants that we're talking about today. Water.
Yes.
Oh, sir. Sir, you don't know our topics today?
No, I know, but I don't put water with that particular
Yes, biscuit. You do. That biscuit is dry as shit.
That biscuit is dry as shit.
Yes, it is.
No.
You want to talk about, have you ever licked ashy skin? That's what it is like eating biscuits at Popeyes.
No, look, you're right. It is. But there's one worse.
Who?
KFC's biscuit is pretty dry.
That shit is cardboard.
They about the same.
I mean, the pasty feeling in my mouth don't change no matter the restaurant I'm at, whether I'm choking on one biscuit or the other.
Am I eating good though? Am I eating Popeye's biscuit or am I eating peanut butter?
Listen, didn't it used to be good at one point back?
No, nigga. No.
They were buttery.
No.
They were buttery though. They were.
Define good, because the taste isn't the problem.
Right.
Because look,
are we just talking texture?
Fucking dry is yes, texture is dry.
Look, not everybody can have Church's biscuits. They really can actually, because those biscuits, I'll just buy those just cause.
Church's biscuits,
they're delicious.
They okay, but they look rocky.
What the fuck do you consider a good biscuit if you don't consider Church's
well, I mean, I don't be leaning on biscuits like that, but I like Pillsbury.
No biscuits and gravy?
The Pillsbury, the flake. Those always hit.
If I'm doing Pillsbury, I'm not doing you got to hit it on the counter and it. I'm not doing that one.
You're not doing that one?
Which one are you doing? Frozen.
I seen that you booze.
Frozen are the best ones.
You out here seeing I got a water cooler, nigga has to be custom made biscuits.
Yeah. I get it. I get the frozen ones.
He's like, I
sit there and I drink.
Can get them.
I sit there and I drink my Sutter Home and I eat my goddamn biscuits, nigga. That's what I do. Come on, man. We still in the age to hit the damn can on the fucking counter and making biscuits. Those are the best biscuits.
No, they're not though. I thought that too until I tried the frozen ones. The frozen ones are where it's at. I'm just saying.
Hey man, you know what? Hey, whatever your biscuit preference may be, whether you're biscuit curious or not, I will definitely say that universally it is known.
Before we get to the subject, can I say something?
Oh, I mean, I'm not getting into the subject.
Okay.
I'm just saying the subjects of the show.
Okay.
We talk about Popeyes in Juneteenth.
Which, can I put a disclaimer?
We did not plan this.
Yeah, it looks bad. Not the Juneteenth part. That should be just the sole subject. The Popeyes tacked on to the Juneteenth seems kind of bad. It's a reason. This is still an educated thing.
Now, our job,
no stereotyping.
Yeah, hold up. Our job,
real shit.
Our job on the Blaxcellence Network is to make sure that we present educational and/or non-educational resources to our viewers. Now, that may include things such as Juneteenth, and that also may include things such as Popeyes
or wave caps,
or do-rags, wave caps, or Kevin Samuels. You'll never know what you quite get on the Blaxcellence, but know that we have your best interests in heart.
Nigga, please. Get out of here with that mess, man. We fit the clown the shit out of these damn Popeyes and Juneteenth, man. Come on now.
Different kind of men.
I have an interesting.
I love it. That's the point of this show.
Yeah, we get to talk
Three
about
different perspectives.
We can talk about
we are
whatever
not
we
a
want.
monolith, man. You know.
But it's long overdue. I missed the most important cast of the show. It's not about you. It's not about me. Not about y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't give a fuck about me. What's up, chat? We miss y'all. We love y'all. We want to hear everybody give some love up in the chat. If you can leave a comment right now,
Tabernacle.
I'm through, and I'm gonna be watching out for
Interact.
We try our best to interact.
Yeah.
Last time I didn't interact for like 5 minutes because I was starting up the show. I got in trouble, so I want to make sure that I'm interacting as much as we can.
Good.
But we do our best to cover whatever we can here on the Blaxcellence, whether it's nonsense or not. But we do it unapologetically, and this is the only place you can get that.
Absolutely.
So for today's topics, we're gonna get into some realness here and there, but I'm really happy that we get to keep it lighthearted for the most part today.
True.
Because these last couple weeks have been, man, we had a back-to-back like very, very serious conversations. Not to say that Juneteenth isn't serious, but I think that we can have a little more fun with it.
Depends on what area you're in, how serious it is.
That's very
At this
true.
point, we're at a good place to where we can look back and like, well, that was fucked up, but hey, we got a holiday out.
I mean, there's a lot of feelings I have towards it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I get Monday off. But Tommy, you said you wanted to bring something up. What's up?
No, that was just a disclaimer.
The disclaimer.
Yeah, that was all just. Yeah, it's no black foolishness.
No black
it's real
foolishness.
shit. It's just
real
talking.
Shit, right? So check it out. Oh wait, time out.
What you got?
Someone click something. I'm not gonna pop that up. I can't pull that up on my screen here. I know it's a Twitter link. I wanted to click into it. I just didn't know where it led to.
What's the story for it?
I don't know. I just see a Twitter link in the chat. It's Shadow Shogun, and I trust their links. I trust their links, but but it's a matter of this is the computer that I can't click into things on because I don't know what's going to happen with the stream.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and dive into our first subject today. So,
love that chicken from Popeyes.
Hey, do they still have the commercials with the lady?
No, they rarely do.
Fuck, I don't see many Popeyes commercials in general anymore.
Yeah, they got more Caucasians now.
Really? They're trying to get other people in.
So I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with y'all, and I'm gonna come out here and claim it. I don't like Popeyes. I don't.
The chicken?
I don't like Popeyes.
Not even the sandwich?
I don't like Popeyes. Not for the food. I don't like Popeyes because let's be real here, the service is garbage.
I got a Popeye story. I do have a story. Look, this is your show. You tell me when, because I got a motherfucker of a story. I've told it to you, I think, before.
You definitely told it to me.
Yeah, it was bad.
So I'm gonna give you a spotlight here in a second.
Okay.
But I don't give a fuck about Popeyes. I really don't. The food is. Oh hey, well, thank you so much. Oh G Gardner, what's up?
You know that?
Yeah, like that's from the other half where we used to live. Yeah, that.
Hey,
yeah,
I always like seeing that.
No. He's giving a shout out to Sammy. Sammy will actually.
Man.
Sammy's not here today, but he will be in a little bit later. He's at an event or something.
We won't allow him.
To hell with that.
It's his home.
Not today. It is.
That's true.
What size are those shoes? You know.
That's true. But now we
You just now got it. It's great.
Yeah. When I think about Popeyes, when I'm thinking about chicken, when I'm thinking about chicken sandwiches, right? I think the Popeyes. Let me rephrase that. Like the chicken sandwich is fine.
It's great.
The food is fine.
It stands alone.
When I can actually get it at a reasonable time and or reasonably without any fucking mistakes. My problem with Popeyes is there was one time they got me the completely wrong order, but not like even by a mile shot. I got it. Like I was
opposite end of the menu.
I was like a 2-piece chicken, some fries. That's about it.
Right.
I got the shrimp and some mashed potatoes, and I said,
That's a weird combination.
Like, you didn't even give me like tenders and like you got as far away as you could from my actual order.
Two things that don't match at all.
Like, I didn't want the shrimp and the potatoes.
They probably thought he ain't gonna notice this. He ain't gonna notice it. It's fried.
Yeah.
Niggas don't know the difference when it's fried.
a biscuit and coleslaw.
Ah, like what is it? Like Jared Jeter, right? Gotcha, my bad. Jared Jeter, like Gene Jeter. That's why. Like, so he was correcting me on the way I pronounced his name.
Oh.
I want to make sure. I gotta give respect where respect is due.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we love the people who are able to come in here, and we really do appreciate you showing up.
Tell us when we fuck up. Well, yeah.
When you see names on Facebook and one, you just figure out how to pronounce it. Right. My bad. But yeah, like I said, Sammy's gonna come through. Might say hi off camera. Oh, he'll probably come in for the people who.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And I'm gonna be honest. When I'm going for chicken, I don't really go for any of the mainline places. To be honest.
Okay.
Well,
Austin has enough variety to where, like, for me, my go-to chicken spot is Tumble 22. Straight up, it's delicious.
It's
fair.
It's their chicken sandwich. Their chicken sandwich. There's no contest. It's the best chicken sandwich you can get. So
fair. But who would you pick between Gus's and Tumble 22?
Oh, Tumble 22. I hate Gus's.
You think?
I'm not a fan of Gus's.
Wow. It depends on my mood.
Okay.
It depends on my mood. I'm gonna be honest with you. So Gus's, you have to get used to the texture.
True.
Because that's a different type of texture.
Yeah.
But and don't ever go for the tenders. Their tenders are trash.
Oh, fucking terrible.
Boy, you ain't lying about
hey man, I've been to Gus's way too long. Because I used to say, like, I'm not like in love with fried chicken, and I was like, no, I'm just not in love with cheap ass fried chicken.
You gotta have a move for it.
I gotta move for it. Yeah. And Nashville Hot Chicken's wave has really helped out support the chicken movement. Now,
I was on that shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I saw something on Food Network. Oh, I think it was Dives. Was it Dives Drive-In? Some shit.
Yeah, Dine.
That bullshit. Yeah, so I watched that, and he went to Nashville to those spots, and that shit looked delicious. And I learned how to make it.
Nice.
Because I have a spice level I have to follow.
I'm spice tolerant, and so I do like a little spice.
Spicy as hot. No,
I like a little flavor.
Damn, we are popular today.
Bean, thank you for the follow. We really do appreciate it. But no, I do like to partake in a little bit of the consumption of my chicken at a bit of a quality.
Right.
Therefore, I have Gus's and Tumble 22. If you've never heard of them, there's two of the most popular chicken places in Austin.
They have Gus's other places.
Gus's, they have some other places. Yeah. Tumble 22 was only really in Texas, and it was started in Austin. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, no. Let me tell you, like, if you've never had the Tumble 22 chicken sandwich, just to put in perspective, we are not small men here. And this shit is like me.
Yeah.
Me trying to lift this up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had the tenders. Like, that's how big it is.
Gertz had the sandwich. I had the tenders.
The tenders are huge as shit,
great,
too.
Yeah.
Even though they're not good, the tenders are big as shit. No, I don't know.
What tenders do you like? Pluckers.
I like Pluckers boneless wings.
We went to Pluckers and he did not get. Did you get wings?
No, I didn't get no wings.
Yeah.
A nigga got chicken thighs and a salad.
Nachos. Yeah.
Hey, now time out. I will defend Pluckers. Pluckers has good food that's outside of the chicken as well. I think the chicken's fine, but I get Pluckers nachos.
I get the
nachos was slamming.
Thank you.
Those nachos are delicious. I get the Holy Mac, which is just a brick of mac and cheese that's fried.
Yeah, but the nachos was like, when I got the nachos, because I've never had the nachos at Pluckers, and I was like, let me go ahead and get it. Them shits were good. Like, literally really good nachos.
So I've had nachos similar to those, but it was at like this, like one of those parking lot food trailers.
Yeah.
And it's brisket nachos, I believe, and they have a chicken fajita nacho. Barbecue sauce,
queso,
the whole nine.
Okay, I'm going to.
No, see, my thing is like, so you take the Pluckers nachos, because are you guys? Do you like ranch?
Of course.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So take the Pluckers ranch. You take the Pluckers nachos. Take the Pluckers ranch.
Yeah.
Right there, that's the secret.
Sure.
It's delicious.
That ranch is amazing.
But pulling it back to the restaurants and reference here
to shitty chicken places.
I don't like Popeyes because of the service, but I do think the food is usually pretty fire.
But the service fucks it
But the
up.
service, like. I'm at
like
the point in my life where I don't.
That has a shitty personality.
I do not. I'll put it this way: I'm not at the point in which I love Popeyes enough
to keep going.
To keep going back. What I know.
Fair.
Because look, they never put Popeyes in the good areas either. You always have to go
Lamar.
There's one off Cameron. foreign.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
they're like they are.
Rumberg again.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
Runberg,
only
yeah.
places in Austin.
But they know
No.
where to market these places at.
Hey, they have two in Cedar Park. One is in not a good spot in Cedar Park, which is a suburb of Austin. And the other is in a very nice part of Cedar. It's on Lakeline.
I bet that chicken is
brick.
unseasoned.
No
that
one's
chicken-
ever there. No one's ever there, TJ. That's why I first got the chicken sandwich when it was still popular.
Really?
Because nobody was
No,
there.
actually, no. Time out. I will get. Oh my goodness, we might have gone to the same. Because there is.
Which one did you go to?
So it's one that's next to a gym. Like there's a.
Is it in a strip mall?
It's close. It's not like It's like next to a strip mall, like where there's a gym. And the point is, that
I don't think it's the same one.
No, but I was up north.
Okay.
Because I was trying to hunt down this sandwich.
Yeah, same
Back
here.
when it was a craze.
Yeah.
Oh, niggas were shooting each other for it.
And-
Yeah.
It's just
bad.
not just shooting each other, just beating each other up
It
for
was,
some
it was
sandwiches.
ridiculous.
But at their sacrifice led to a better chicken sandwich economy for us all. So, it did not
That
go
was
in
not a
vain.
good sacrifice.
It literally spurred
That was not worthy.
multiple other companies that don't even deal with chicken. They just say, "Oh, we're gonna do a chicken sandwich now." I'm like, "What?
Baskin Robbins?
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing?"
It doesn't make sense.
So that it did spark that.
yeah, it did.
It's like we make ice cream cake, except instead of the cake, it's just chicken.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
the
best we
chicken
can
is the
do.
filling.
No, you got chicken sandwiches because so I've had a couple of others. If we're talking about fast food chicken sandwiches, I've heard
Right.
BK is really good,
It's not bad.
surprisingly good.
It's okay.
And then Jollibee's
had 'em all.
actually has.
Do we have a Jollibee's?
We don't have a
here?
Jollibee's in
They
Austin.
have them in Houston.
Well, let me tell you what, Jollibee's chicken sandwich, to me, fast
Really?
food wise, actually might be the best. Their sriracha mayo is delicious.
Jollibee's is so underrated. If you have a Jollibee's anywhere near you, go.
No,
They're great.
We
I
have
love
Raising
Jollibee's.
Cane's.
I feel like
Fuck that.
no.
We won't
Time
talk
out, no
about it.
tangent.
Are we okay? Go
Look,
for it. That's what we're here for.
Because he brought it up. No,
He did, but yeah.
let me caveat this by saying yes, Jollibee's is underappreciated.
Yes.
I think it throws people off that
It
there
does.
is spaghetti at a
Well,
fast food restaurant.
It's still
is it
good, though.
Indonesian or
It's
Thai?
Filipino.
Filipino. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Filipino
But
fast food place, but it's great.
it's all delicious.
Yeah.
But you know what's not delicious? Raisin Canes. If you like Raisin Canes, Raisin
Fuck
Canes is
no.
garbage. Look, it's not good chicken. The sauce ain't that great.
It's one sauce. It's one fucking sauce, man. They have it's one menu item. Chicken fries, crinkle fries.
But that's the thing, though.
And toast. In the same
I went there
fucking
one day
sauce.
because somebody recommended me to it, and I
Why?
should have just paid
Did
attention to the
you
complexion.
disown that person?
I should have paid attention to the complexion
No.
of this person. They said, "Go to Raising
People that know
Cane's,
good
get this
chicken.
and get this," and I said, "Okay." So I got it, and I just said, "This is just some dried up rice cake. This has no flavor." And then I looked up and I saw the owner. I said, "That's the issue right there." He
Chick-fil-A
Caucasian.
is good.
Well, no,
That's different.
That's
That's
different.
That's
Let me tell you something.
chicken.
No, wait. Chick-fil-A is in their own ballpark of
No
its
one
own.
compares it to anything else.
You have great customer service. The food is quality. You always going to get good chicken with them specific, whether it's grilled or whether it's fried. They
don't
are
believe in that
top tier
personal
to me.
shit whatsoever.
They are
the
top tier.
The business model is smart. It just is.
no, I mean,
Close on Sunday.
It's the opposite of Popeyes,
how do I put it?
honestly.
How do I put it? Like the one thing you can't ever question Chick-fil-A on is straight up the service and the
The bit,
accent.
yeah.
And you can get as many sauces as you want. No
Exactly.
questions. No questions. I'll be like, yo, can I get 3
the service
Chick-fil-A?
alone.
Roses as a centerpiece in their tables.
They
I was like, what
do.
is this?
They do. I forgot about that. They
I feel
do.
so sexy eating this chicken sandwich.
But with Raising Cane's, right? Because look, so here's what happened. Where I grew up, we didn't get a Raising Cane's till later. I had Golden Chick, and I like Golden Chick because
We
Golden
had on
Chick,
Grange.
Golden Chick, they got the spicy.
Yeah.
You do
they
half
too.
and half,
Yeah.
extra roll.
Teach the Lotta Zing.
Yes.
My nigga, listen. Look. Because people don't know about no small towns golden chicks. Because the ones here are trash. Don't ever go to a
Some of
golden
them.
chick. No, all of them. And honestly, go to a small town
No,
and you'll
you
have
just
a
gotta go.
completely
You
different.
gotta go to the one off of You gotta go to the one off of Airport and
Okay, I know
you
that.
gotta be. You gotta
That
be.
one's good.
You gotta be about near 183 in Airport.
Because again, the Runberg one's not good. It's pretty bad.
It's not that good.
But yeah, no, the Lotta Zing, you gotta have the Lotta Zing. Put it in the gravy for the tenders.
that's
The
what-
best tenders, easy.
They're the best tenders.
The best tenders, easy. But you sprinkle it in the gravy and on the fries and go. That's how.
No,
you do
look,
it.
like
Yeah.
you take the Lotta Zing.
Right.
You say, "Here's my order. everything except the roll because the roll is delicious.
The roll is motherfucking.
That's the best biscuit.
That is the best.
Or the best roll.
It's
That's the best one right there.
Biscuit. It used to be a biscuit. Back
And they
in the day.
said,
People don't
and they
remember
said,
that.
you know what?
Yeah.
Who the fuck likes biscuits that ain't Pillsbury?
Listen,
Give them a roll.
Can I put you on something?
What's
Because
up?
you're too young. You don't know. Golden Chick used to be called just Golden Chicken. That was it.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember because you're old enough to know. They used to have biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
A little bit.
Best biscuits ever.
Well, now they upgraded to rolls, and
The
that
rolls
shit's
are
still
good.
good.
That's what I'm saying. The rolls
No,
are
the rolls.
delicious.
No, the rolls are.
Yes,
the rolls
best
are top tier.
They're still
point.
number one.
So-
They went from biscuits to rolls, and they're still number one.
Because I used to. So my order was
Yeah.
very simple.
Right.
Right. I get this. I'm gonna eat. So I get the 6 count tenders. That's the biggest count you can get.
Right.
Half and half.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm trying to watch my sodium. Can't have all that lot of zinc.
It's a lot of
it's a lot of salt.
MSG in that
It's
shit.
flavor.
It's
It's a lot
flavorful
of
as fuck.
flavor.
Oh, it's flavorful as fuck.
But you take that, right?
Right.
And then you get the fries. And here's the other thing, right? They give you now, you can get the fries, you can get the mashed potatoes, you get a couple options there. I get double fries.
I do. Yeah, I do too.
And then or an extra roll, whatever I want feeling that day.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they got the
jalapeno-
raspberry,
jalapeno poppers.
and then
oh my god, they're delicious.
but they also have raspberry lemonade, and
Yeah.
that's how I used to complete. That was my order.
you
And
are the same.
you know,
That's exactly what I used to do.
guess what? If you're not a chicken tenders fan, when you're at Raising Cane's, what happens? Nothing.
You have no
What-
options.
When you go to Golden Chick, you're like, oh shit, we got rotisserie chicken.
They switch shit up.
and it's good.
They got
It's actually good.
They got Nashville hot sandwiches right now.
Damn, I ain't
That's what
gonna
I'm
hold,
saying,
I ain't
man.
gonna hold you. I kind of want.
Hey,
those.
look.
Y'all making me hungry right now.
Shit.
When people talk about like Bojangles
Yeah.
and shit we don't have, I'm like, hey,
There's
look.
a Bojangles in Pflugerville, I think.
Is it really?
I think so.
If it is, I'm going.
There's a
tomorrow.
Zaxby's, but Zaxby's is
Zaxby's
like,
is a
Zaxby's, sorry, I
whole.
think it's
Zaxby's.
no,
Okay.
no. Zaxby's is
I
always
fuck
in
with
the
Zaxby's.
auxiliary. Like there's one super ass south and there's one super north,
north.
and that's it. They
The
like said-
heart, like you outside of Cedar Park at that point.
But with Raising, like, so I went from Golden Chick to Raising Cane's. I got to
Oh,
Raising
no.
Cane's. I said,
What
the
is this?
fuck is this?
shit?
Like,
Foreign.
Is this a high school free lunch? What is this?
I ain't gonna go that far.
No, because actually you shouldn't, because the fucking chicken nuggets in high school were the shit. Better than Raising Cane's bullshit.
It's a free lunch program. They give you Raising Cane's. God damn.
Yeah, it's either you get the brown sack or some chicken tenders.
Those kids are choosing the brown
We'll
sack
take the
every
brown
time.
sack. Fuck this Raising Cane shit. Is that PB and J? Yeah, I'll take it.
Look, I had a dog that literally snatched a tender out of my hand. It was Bush's, which give a little shout out to Bush's. Bush's ain't terrible as long as you got the serendipity salt. But my dog literally, I tended to my mouth, my dog, and ran off. I got a picture of it. It's adorable.
See,
But look, here's the thing. I was like, oh, he likes tenders. I had Raising Cane's one day. I got a 6-piece, too much. Ate 2. It was like, I don't want this. Here you go, Fozzie. He looked at it and walked away.
That
Even
was
a
good
dog
taste.
doesn't want
You got good
Raising
taste.
Cane's, man.
I wanted salt. Man. I wanted flavor.
What is this bullshit?
But now this is to say there's so many different chicken options out there.
Absolutely.
And to us, whatever your hometown chicken vibe is, whether that's Bojangles, Zaxby's, not Raising Cane's. Stop.
Bushes. There you go.
Bushes.
Bushes is good. Yeah.
And if you want to elevate yourself, come to Austin, try some Gus's or
No,
Tumble
some
22.
Tumble 22.
Tumble 22 is delicious.
Absolutely.
Like
And
change your
Lucy's
life.
is gone?
Lucy's is gone. They closed it.
Completely?
Mhm. They closed the one on
They had good tenders.
Burnett.
No,
Good
Lucy's
tenders,
had
terrible chicken.
Lucy's had a pretty had some pretty good food that wasn't their chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, I
a lot.
agree.
Pretty much everything else was good about the chicken. itself.
But we also and bringing it back to the main set.
Popeyes.
If I had to think about Popeyes, KFC, and
Church.
churches, I
The
don't
big
think about
three.
church. I don't think about churches because I don't like to die on the inside when I eat church. Churches is greasy. I saw someone in the chat mention that, and I said, "Yeah, you're right. You fucking get the bag; it's greased out." I like
okay,
KFC.
though. I'm okay with that.
So for me, I like KFC, but not for their. But once again, not for their chicken. Their chicken sandwiches.
What the hell else do you get? Oh, the mashed potato bowl?
Like the mashed potato, like
That shit is good.
they have an affordable box that is
I
delicious.
found
They had
out.
a, and if you
you're
get, and when they had it, I don't know if they still
They
do,
don't.
but the chicken pot pie.
Oh, the chicken pot pie they do
They
still
still do.
have. Yeah,
Chicken
they
pot
still
pie.
have that.
It's
They
salty,
are good.
but
Wait a
it's
minute.
good.
Remember that chicken sandwich where they had where they put 2 chicken
It was
breasts
bacon. in
and they put the
middle, right?
bacon and the cheese in the middle. They literally made the sandwich out of this shit.
See,
People got addicted to it.
You call that
That's
unhealthy.
American.
We call that innovation.
But I ain't gonna lie though, the naked chalupa at Taco Bell,
That shit was delicious.
that shit is addictive.
That shit's
a little too addictive.
Okay, look, we just hungry. This is dinner time, and we always do the show during dinner time.
I'm not eating today.
But
listen,
the reason why we even brought up Popeyes was because Popeyes was trending this week for selling chicken for 59 cents.
They knew what they were doing,
and they were
celebrating not for a good reason.
And they were celebrating their 50th, their 50-year anniversary with their signature 2-piece. On I don't know, the worst week to do it, probably, because man, they knew what they were doing.
So you know what this is?
They knew what they were doing.
This is Squid Game. This is this is a motherfucker looking on cameras at every Popeyes in America taking bets because they know something's gonna pop off. Popeyes is not capable of some shit like this.
They've done it before. It's in their history where they sold chicken for a discounted price and they ran out of chicken.
Of course they did.
They weren't prepared. But I didn't know that Popeyes was actually individually owned. I didn't know it. I thought it was actually a chain that was owned by one specific person. No, each Popeye is individually owned. So if they run out of chicken, you find that owner, you like, I'm fucking you up because you should have told me about y'all. This deal.
Gonna go through that much trouble.
I'll do that.
Go to KFC
you already
churches.
No.
It is funny.
I only have $1 to eat something.
Churches.
And I'm going to fucking Popeyes for 59 cents.
That's church's
to get
purpose.
This discount. That's what I should have did.
Fortunately, unfortunately, in order to get the deal, you have to have a $5 minimum mobile order anyway. So I mean, you ain't really getting 59 cents. You paying 59 cents.
$5.59.
No, of course they ain't advertising that piece. They're advertising the 59 cents though.
That's what I'm saying.
So wait, it's only a mobile deal only?
No, you can get it on the website. I think maybe you might be able to do it in the store. But from the look of it, is like to get it, customers first need to make a $5 minimum mobile order on the Popeyes app or on the Popeyes.com.
I'm not.
So I'm paying
$6. Is the thing.
If I don't trust getting my food from Popeyes when I'm there.
You're gonna give me your personal information.
I'm gonna go to my app store and I'm gonna download this app and I'm gonna fucking order from here.
Because you have to give them your. I'm not giving fucking Popeyes my credit card number. Seriously, Popeyes? Fuck no. Can I tell my horror story now?
Yes, actually.
Because this is why this is bullshit.
Let's go ahead and want to shift it over to Tommy. Tommy, the floor is yours. Speak your piece.
So we were talking the chicken sandwich in our odyssey to get it. Mm-hmm. I went on one of those. My excursion, packed my bag, had my canteen ready to go. I knew it was going to be an adventure.
Saving Private Ryan.
Because I went to 3.
Okay.
I went to 3, sold out at all 3. Mm-hmm. Went to a 4th, which was in a strip mall in Cedar Park, in one of the worst parts of Cedar Park. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how a strip mall has a drive-through. It was not a good drive-through. It was makeshift. Mm-hmm. But you were trapped. Once you were in there.
Like a COVID testing site?
Yeah, you'll clog up the whole parking lot. It was some crazy shit. And so I wait in line for like 45 minutes. But I get to a point where I can't escape. So I got to, You're
already there.
I'm there. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, fuck. I'm starving at this point. I need my sandwich. Pull up to the window. I see them bagging sandwiches. I'm looking at them putting sandwiches in bags. I'm like, oh, finally, I'll take 3 sandwiches. Initially, it was 1.
This nigga's stalking up like the apocalypse.
It was 1 when I first got in line. And it was
the time he was in line, he was just sitting there like, every minute is an extra sandwich. I'm justifying
it.
Yeah.
My anger is burning calories.
Basically, that was it. So I get to the window. I'm like, can I please get a chicken sandwich? Give me 3 of them. Give me the combo. She's like, we ain't got no more chicken sandwiches. What? I'm like, I'm looking right there. It's chicken sandwich. I've been in line for an hour. Over an hour. I see chicken sandwiches. Give me a chicken sandwich, please. She's like, nope, ain't got none. We got some shrimp and fries. We'll get you that. I'm starved at this point. I just want to leave. I'm like, give me whatever you got. Give me the combo of the shrimp or whatever you have. Okay. She throws me an empty cup. An empty cup. I'm like, you put something in this? We ain't got nothing. I paid for a combo. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even work here. Why are you here? What the fuck is going on?
Did her first name end with S-H-A?
I don't
like
know.
Tasha?
She didn't have a name
Portia.
tag. She didn't.
She know when you call Corbett, she ain't got no name tag. You don't know what to complain about. That's it.
So I didn't even, at that point, I'm just like, whatever, just whatever. And so she gave me the bag for shrimp.
Nah.
For popcorn, mind you. Popcorn, the fries, half of them were cooked, the other half not. No biscuit.
Did you run it back?
No.
Shit, you
She
already
won.
there for an hour?
She won.
What I'm running it back for?
She won. I went to McDonald's and I went home.
There you go.
No, I meant run it
went
back,
to
go
sleep.
inside.
Hell no.
What for? I can see what's happening.
I already spent an hour on this line, and now I gotta run it
going
back.
outside.
Nah, see,
But not the
it's the
drive-thru.
principle. I am not.
TJ, what do you say when they say they don't work there?
No.
I don't know. Like,
You go inside and you say, find me a nigga who does.
You don't have
That's
a
it.
manager.
I'll be like, no, find me someone who does. I paid money. Because I say I am not a person who trips the fuck out about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I don't get, Tommy knows me. I do, y'all know, like, I am a very calm.
You are.
I am a.
You are.
I'm a
You are.
conflict resolution type of person.
You are, yeah.
But
You
if
are.
I've waited an hour and I've spent my money, I better get the shit that is
you are-
entitled to my money.
You absolutely
I'm sorry.
correct.
No, wait a minute. No, because if this is Chick-fil-A, different story. But Popeyes, I've seen videos when employees are throwing hands, catching fades. Like, no, I ain't got time for that, man. A chicken sandwich ain't worth me catching the fade.
So it's
Sorry.
a mixture of that and just defeated.
Yeah.
Just, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry at this point.
TJ, if you got the
TJ,
energy for it,
No.
You know what hell is? Hell is being in the line of a Popeyes in a strip mall. That shit will fuck you up to the point where I
doesn't
gotta
sound
get
great.
as far away from this place as possible.
Next door to an urban air.
Hey, look, no, I did the Karen thing. To call corporate, that whole thing. They sent me a $25 Popeyes gift card that has yet to be used.
See?
Tonight.
Oh no.
Treat yourself, King.
I think I
Go ahead,
Treat
King.
yourself to Popeyes.
regifted it actually. Cause I'm done. I've never been back since. I've never been back.
You know when
since.
some
Nah,
shit when
see-
you give away a $25 gift card. Ooh.
See, y'all really hitting me because I said, yes, I know that how it's easy to feel defeated whenever it's like, man.
That was a bad experience.
But that's when, like, there's two routes you can take. You can either be defeated or channel into your inner black man and ask him, is he a bitch? And at that moment that you ask yourself, am I a bitch? Am I a loser? My person is going to take this standing down. And that's where you might want to reflect on your options. No, I'm not saying you go in there and be disrespectful and start yelling at people.
And then there's
But when you throw an empty ass cup in my face, I've already been disrespected.
Oh, yeah, I was
The gloves are
disrespected
off.
completely.
I am there to make a scene, and either I am leaving with Popeyes having my name attached to every restaurant as an investor and partial owner,
you don't want any part
or
of
I'm
that.
getting my goddamn money back. That's it.
Hey, if I wasn't just so fucked up, I would have done that. I didn't have the energy.
TJ is similar to the women that have high expectations calling into Kevin Samuels. He got too high expectations.
No.
thinking
But see, I wouldn't be in that
Yeah, you gotta pick your
situation.
battles, man.
I wouldn't be in that-
Popeyes ain't one to really.
But that's the whole thing. I wouldn't be in that situation because I don't want to put myself at a restaurant where that shit would happen.
It was next to a dojo.
Oh.
Shit, then
kids,
tell
I
him you
mean-
came from there. Give him some threats.
I didn't have a gi on, you know. But yeah, no. At that point, I was just like, "What the fuck ever." Just
and don't get it twisted. Like I'm a gauge. Who's there. If we talking having a 6'5" nigga at the door saying
You got a
"That's
nigga
your
like
drink,
21
I'm good."
Savage. Okay. I'm not fighting you today. No.
Like if I'm like
He's from
that,
London, though.
that man is cornbread fed. That man is from the farm.
He from the South.
Good.
Well, you shouldn't be popping off at the Popeyes anyway.
I wouldn't look. Let's be real here. I wouldn't pop off irrationally, right? I'm gonna go in there and just ask comfortably and gently, give me my money.
Yeah. I want my money back.
What's
Or
your
let me speak to a manager.
What's your end game?
Get my $7 back.
You're not at a Popeyes, nigga. You ain't getting shit. They will ignore you. I've seen a nigga get ignored at a Popeyes. Ignored, Jordan. He's like, "Hey, excuse me." The whole crew ignored him until he just left.
Why do you eat at this
train them
restaurant,
how to
people?
do this, man, because they
The
get very
chicken
creative.
is pretty
with it.
good. That's why they eat here. The chicken is good.
Hey, look.
And you don't have to worry about getting grease on your fucking fingers.
KFC's chicken sandwich is not that bad.
It's not.
I can
But
get
I
I can
still-
do that. I can substitute. That's
and
a
I
good
can get that
substitute.
whenever.
Church, I mean, the only
in a
reason why
good amount of time.
The only reason why people eat at church is because you can get like 15 pieces for like $3.99. You can get like a goddamn deal off of $5.
Isn't it only on Tuesdays?
No, they got deals every day.
I don't go to them, so I have no.
I go there specifically because when I run out of Carmex, I know that I can use the grease and just put it on my lips.
Again, churches.
I can't live that life.
Yeah, no, it's too
But
bad.
I just put it in the perspective of, look, like, you know, I say, yeah, I'm not saying throwing hands ever in any situation is worth it.
No.
And I'm not saying to get violent.
Especially
But
about
I am
Popeyes.
a person who is like, look, especially in this day and age,
Right. You're a man of principle.
I'm a man of principle, but I'm also a man who knows lawsuits. So I'm gonna play the
That's
game.
the way to
Wait,
go. Yeah,
but then you talk about gauge. What price range would you gauge that be like, I'm going to get out of my car and I'm going to actually speak to a manager? Or
Yeah, is the money
back?
the
Because
issue?
It's $7. If it's $7, you can have that
But see,
$7.
it could just be the principle. It might not be the money.
No,
Like,
it's the
yeah, I
principle,
spent
but it is the
$7.
money.
It wasn't that
It is
big
the
of a
is the
deal,
money.
yeah.
Like if we talk, and it is also what I'm getting, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like now if I'm taking on like a family order or something,
Different
get
That's
my
a
money.
problem.
Hell
That's,
yeah.
that's the issue.
And I'm gonna
now,
get
if we
this
talk
shit
about
when
just
you
for
got
myself,
wrong.
food ain't that serious. I like McDonald's enough. I'll just
everywhere.
run it back somewhere.
Yeah.
But in this circumstance, it's also when they throw the cup at you. That's what
That's
got me.
disrespect.
It was pure
Because
disrespect.
it's all about disrespect, right? And I'm like, hey, look, at the end of the day, I don't even really want my money back. I want an apology.
Absolutely.
If I get a sorry from you for tossing that shit at me, well, then I'm going to get my money back and that sorry. So I'm going to keep on pulling. But
Again, she didn't work there, so she was not obligated.
Then what the fuck you doing?
But also,
No,
that's
that was
questions.
more
I have
confusing.
questions.
Doing at the
Yeah.
window.
But because then it's like because then
had a lot of
no,
questions.
I would be like, all right, fine, you don't work here. What's your name? Who's your manager? Because what's happening here? Who owns the store? That is. There's problems there. You can't have someone who's not working
Yeah,
there
no shit.
handling your food.
Only at a Popeyes,
There's
you know?
certifications and things you have to go through before you can start touching things.
Right.
That was somebody's mama. who just was
Oh
helping.
wait, it's an older black lady.
She was like in her 50s.
Well, it's an older black lady.
Well then,
That's what I'm saying. I saw my,
She's earned her
I saw my
stripes.
aunt. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to flip that. Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
that refresh. I thought
Okay,
this was
well,
like
yeah,
a
no.
high school,
So,
college girl.
yeah.
Like, and I mean, it
No.
wouldn't matter if it was a
She looked like she got
lady,
off
man,
her
in
real
between,
job to
but
come
like,
help at Popeyes.
Oh,
Some
well, that's
relative, a
different.
friend,
So
yeah.
you
I ain't
literally
gonna-
literally
Now
took an
I'm-
order from Mammy Two Shoes. That what you trying to say?
No.
That's what you saying.
Mammy Two Shoes is dead. This woman was just an average
She
lady.
built she built like Mammy Two
She
Shoes.
was not actually.
see, that's the problem. See,
What?
that's the problem. Like, I would be there and I'd be like, damn, but she's an
needed
older black
$7 more
woman.
than
I
I
have
do.
to respect her, even though she threw this cup at me.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm in the
The
conundrum.
thing was, I could see her
Man, y'all too
frustration.
nice. I'm throwing hands at Mammy Two Shoes. You gonna give me my
No.
$7 back?
Leave her be. She was.
no, leave her be.
We don't need to be
Life is
doing that.
already hard. Life is already hard. I know.
Y'all can talk
I know
it
them.
out.
I know you walking around with them swell knees. I want my money back. Shit,
Y'all can talk it out.
We can work it out. It can be a
Yeah.
negotiation.
y'all too nice.
But I 59-cent Popeyes. I mean, if you want to
At
go
your
do
own
it,
risk.
it's really 59 cents to pay $5 to get a minimum order at a Popeyes, and that's not including the taxes on top of it.
so
So you're
what-
actually just paying for a normal ass order.
59 cents per piece?
No, a 2-piece bone-in for 59 cents.
Okay, yeah, it's too much.
But the minimum you have to do is $5 just to get it. So it's technically
to
like
get
over.
that.
It's
Yeah.
like $7.
So then it's like back to what Tommy paid for his shrimp and half-cooked fries.
Yeah.
But at
And an
least they
empty
got
cup.
chicken
Yeah, and a drink, probably.
and a happy smile.
I
You
gotta
ain't getting
know
that from
those
Popeyes.
Yeah, you're not
things.
getting that from Popeyes.
At your own risk, people.
You getting Toshiba working the window angry because she
is.
got to work the late shift.
No, someone in the chat was like, "You think that lady, like the lady in India, threw a cup at that elephant?"
She threw the bucket at that motherfucker.
It's
You want some
self-defense,
water?
I hope the fuck so.
Actually,
I think the elephant would deserve to have a fucking bucket thrown at it.
When in doubt, when you really want to get crunk, be like, "What would the elephant do?"
What do you mean?
Yeah, like you got to be like,
Oh, like if you at the club and
yeah,
some
if you at the
hip-hop,
club,
okay.
and you walking away, you be like, "Hold up, what would that elephant in India do?" Nah, bitch.
Nah, ma.
You got to make a.
You got to
U.
catch this fade at this point.
But no, because see, no, you don't want to do what the elephant did, because even when the person's done, you going to circle back.
Bruh,
And that's the part that's just.
Let me tell you something. I've seen club fights where a girl was jumped by another couple of girls, and after she was defeated, they take her purse and empty it out on her. Her own purse empty out on her. That's some foul shit.
That's the.
So no, I would probably do the same.
Of that elephant.
Exactly.
Fuck.
People don't give a
Don't
shit.
be fucking disrespectful, people. God damn.
No, Marcos, that elephant is not a hero.
Yeah, no, it's not at all. He's
Not
a
a hero,
villain.
Marcos.
Oh, no, that elephant is a straight up villain. That elephant is Dr. Claw.
That is a super villain. If you weren't here for the pre-show, just go check it out. But if you search on Google elephant,
It's too much.
it's a lot.
You're not a bad person.
Elephant curb stomps
It's crazy.
this Indian lady twice. Cheese Louise.
Just twice. Ran it back. Not the point. Getting away from chicken. I will say that, I'm gonna get on my hot box and preach out the good word for all of the wonderful
For Golden Chick.
African American individuals who are out there. I'm gonna be honest.
They have restaurants?
What's up?
They have restaurants?
No. Just who like to consume fried chicken of any variety.
Well, anyone. Yeah, there you go.
I have to be honest with you. We are not the owners of the best fried chicken. Korean fried chicken is the best fried chicken that you can get. Plain and simple.
Whoa. Our shit's. You haven't had my aunt's. Hers is
Well, no.
You're talking about
restaurant
But also,
style.
I'll be honest, Tommy. I had some home cooked Korean fried chicken, and I'm like, and I sat there.
I
And
didn't even think about
because
that
think about when a
aspect.
grandma puts her foot in it, and I'm like, yeah, that fried chicken is delicious, delectable.
Absolutely.
What I get from the restaurants is just, oh my God.
A Korean
shit is
fried
delicious.
man. I had that 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I said, who's the owner of this place? I want to meet the owner of this place because that was probably the most delicious chicken I've ever had.
Yeah.
And that's.
Did you go to H Mart?
No, I didn't go to H Mart. I forgot it's downtown. It's
Okay.
actually a good Korean chicken restaurant. But
Okay, you have to tell me.
chicken was just phenomenal. And I'm like, man, this is probably top tier, almost close to being better than Gus's. Like that's
I
how
can't
good it is.
put it in like the
See,
category of regular fried
it's
chicken.
tricky.
It's got to be its own thing.
But no, I will. So here's what I will do, because you know what.
They can dance and make fried chicken. God damn.
So can we, nigga?
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we bond.
Why is this country of all Koreans and black people just not a thing yet?
There should just be mega Afro-Korea, man. Like we can make this work if we
Oh
were to
my
team
God,
up
that's
together.
A
just-
fucking Voltron
That
that
would-
would form together.
Sure,
fried chicken.
That's and dancing. Let's do it all.
We love
Partying
music.
and fried chicken. And good food in general.
We just have to
Y'all
start,
got grandmas, we do too.
we just got to start inviting Koreans to the cookout. That's it.
That's the country I want to live in.
Not South Korea.
That
South
would
Korea
be
is
fun.
dope.
All
But I
black,
gotta
only
be
black
honest.
people,
I gotta
South
be-
Korean. Sammy can come too. He can come.
That's a process. That was But now I gotta be honest with y'all. Like, if you have never had Korean fried chicken, I gotta take y'all to the
Delicious.
best spot in Austin.
Oh,
to be honest.
please do.
But look, if you've never had Korean fried chicken, it'll change your life. All right, they sauce their wings and it's still got the crisp.
I don't know how they do that.
Like that's the most impressive part.
Crazy.
They also serve it with rice, which I find more filling. Because I feel better about myself. I'm like, I'm having these deliciously sauced wings, and then I get to eat some rice with it, right? Yeah. But the best part about it, right, is their flavors. Their flavors are totally different than American flavors. So you're not getting barbecue. You're not getting buffalo.
No.
What you're getting is, okay, look, there's a spot in Austin, and I'm going to take y'all, I'm going to get you, it's the soy garlic. It's the best wing flavor you will ever have.
Okay.
It's everything in one bite where it's like a sweet, salty, spicy.
Oh, I like that.
Like I was there, my eyes were rolling back. Like that shit was delicious.
Right.
But even more so, there's also a spot here off Anderson that got high wings, and they got the honey garlic parmesan.
You've had those?
I've had that flavor. There's another place that actually does that flavor too. But there's one like that has like super hot, but it's like fucking still good anyway. It's like teriyaki and some type of other sauce with it that makes it spicy as well. Oh my God. You'll pay for it later, but it's so good.
Yeah, I just want to make a day of just going to every Korean fried chicken spot. in
Nah,
town.
see the problem is there, dog. And the best part about let me because what they did, I gotta put people on game. Because when you go into a Korean fried chicken spot, the other part about it is you're still doing the things you would do at a wing spot. You're just doing it differently.
Absolutely.
So you get your wings, and then you fuck up some soju, and you'll be all good. Because what happens is, this one spot we were at up in down D-Town, they have the same spot here, which I'll take y'all guys to. And essentially, they were just bringing out bottles of soju. They were like, we're going to get you fucked up. We're going to play. He was like, hold up. The screens, we're gonna play y'all's music. I was like, not y'all as in y'all.
Yeah.
He was like, hey yo, what's
That's fine.
He was like, hey, I gotta keep half of it with some Korean music.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna mix it up with some Korean
if they were
and some
doing all
hip hop
that
in my
for you,
playlist.
Y'all seem to be just they were catering to y'all.
No, they were catering.
Yeah.
They even had a robot that delivered our food. That shit was
man.
wild. It was
like
delicious.
the one from Rocky 4?
No,
or Rocky 5?
Dead ass. He's walking up and he's like, yeah, so I have the spicy chicken. The robot had like rotated. I was like,
Oh shit.
Oh.
I was like,
What?
They build different.
And that's here?
Dude, no, so that was the one in Dallas. I think they might have the same setup here. It's the same brand. It's the same brand.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
But now I literally South Korea, someone put it in the chat. South Korea has 87,000 fried chicken shops.
What?
That's more than the
It's
amount
like
of McDonald's
burger joints. Yeah,
in the
let's
world.
say.
Really?
Whoa.
So when you're thinking about who really are the masters of some fried chicken,
They got it.
Korea's kind of got it.
I'll step aside.
Korea's kind of got it. Korean food in general is delicious, but Korean
yeah.
fried chicken, I'm gonna put.
So see, with mine, the side I had to fusion in.
Ooh.
I had kimchi fries.
That's pretty good.
It's a good combo.
No, I'm telling you, like,
Korean
I'm gonna
fried
take y'all
chicken.
to this one spot. I'm gonna treat y'all to some wings. Make sure y'all guys are all doing all good. But I do want to take an opportunity to highlight the chat right quick. What's up? What is it? Carnage Rogue 9. We just got a follow from you, and we also are at 22. Members. We got people popping up in here.
Nice.
Very excited. Thank you guys so much for coming to the show. We're actually going to do a quick transition, get into our next topic real quick. It'll be a pretty quick topic, but we definitely want to make sure that we take an opportunity to touch on Juneteenth, really bring in some of the funnier aspects about it, how we feel about it, but also talk about the importance of it. And so, be here after the break, and we'll see y'all in a bit. What's up, people? We're not back to the main show. I got to do a little bit of highlighting because, thanks to all y'all guys' support. Thanks to everything you guys do for us. We are able to have a partnership with lovelymanscaped.com. And what I grabbed off screen, we have all our Manscaped stuff right here. So what I grabbed off screen was actually their shampoo and conditioner. They're 2-in-1. Smells great. They have a signature scent that goes around all their products. And with summertime right here, really shining, trust me, I have the towel in my car to wipe the sweat down. You want to make sure that you're smelling good and that your grooming is on point. It's hot. It's moist. Make sure that you don't, add to that by being smelly. On top of that, our partnership with Manscaped does allow us to continue to, really rev up the show and handle a lot of things here to better amplify who we're talking to and communicate with y'all. Now, if the shampoo and conditioner ain't your flavor, I would actually also recommend the hydrating body spray, which is actually more like a lotion. It's really, really cool. Alongside the actual, Lawnmower 4.0, which we all have. We all use these products. Every single member of the show uses these products on a regular basis because we actually genuinely like them. And if you do want to check out more of what we have and more of, how you can actually get some of these products, I'm going to go ahead and pull up manscaped.com where you'll be able to see the Performance Package 4.0 alongside some other goodies that you can have at any time. They always have free shipping, and you can always get 2 free gifts as well whenever you're shopping right now. So that's a great opportunity to capitalize on it. And they do have a Father's Day special coming up as well. And so if you want to make sure that you're copping something for Father's Day, if you want to make sure that you're copping something and supporting us as well, make sure that you guys go over to manscaped.com and use MEX20. Yes, that's manscaped.com. Use the code MEX20, and that'll make sure that we are able to continue to bring this show to y'all as best as we can. Now, I just realized I didn't have an ad up there. There's the ad. It should be shown right here if I'm according to that. We really do appreciate it. And of course, if y'all, have any questions on the products, feel free to let us know. We'll be happy to answer them or shoot it over to Manscaped. We genuinely will give you real life examples. If nothing else, to be honest, get the underwear. Please, for me. It's the most comfortable underwear you'll ever have. And I have the thickness, so it can handle all that and more. But I see you dying over there. We appreciate your support. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back to the show here in a bit. Remember, get manscaped and your balls. Well, thank you. We'll get back into it here in a second. We back. We black. We back. We black. That's what I'm going to chant every time.
Oh, please don't.
I'm going to start making it a cheer. BLA. Get your melanin today.
God damn.
What's up, people? We back for the second half of the show. And for our top. Hold up. Oh, hey. We got a first time chatter.
Oh, cool.
Lead Design Studio. Love the show, guys. Keep up the great work. High five. Hey, we give a high five to y'all. Give Lee some love.
There you go.
Hey, remember, we really are big on communicating with y'all. And so please keep on commenting, share where you can. The support really does mean a lot. And we have a lot of really cool things in the pipeline. A lot of giveaways have become possible thanks to our partnership with Manscaped. So we're going to be able to bring you guys a bunch more things, support you guys who are supporting us. And honestly, every dollar that we get that goes really goes right back into the show. And so translating, switching up topics a little bit, we do have a holiday or a day of importance that is coming up, and depending on it's observed on the Sunday, but depending on what organization you're at, you might have Friday, you might have Monday. I hope you have the day off. You should have the day off.
Holy shit!
Art Thief just got a sub. Thanks to Lee Design Studio for shooting over a gift sub. Hey, we appreciate you.
We are killing it today.
Hey, thank you so much, y'all. We really do appreciate it. But we did want to take an opportunity to just talk a bit more on Juneteenth. And the reason why I wanted to make sure we talked about it just a bit was just that I think that because of the way that things were handled with Juneteenth, just as we were growing up, especially as, Negroes in Texas, they didn't really talk about Juneteenth ever.
We did. They didn't. I went to many a picnic and barbecue. Like, it was always a holiday for us.
No, I meant, let me rephrase that. Schools didn't talk about Juneteenth ever.
No.
It's never in the history books.
Nothing.
Absolutely
no part
not.
of it was. I thought it was something that we just came up with ourselves when I was younger until I found out the history of it. And I'm like, well, that's really fucked up. Why the hell aren't they teaching this? And yeah, because that's a big deal.
So if you have any questions on what Juneteenth is, or, I mean, honestly, if you're somebody who didn't have the opportunity to learn properly what it's about, Juneteenth is really commemorating the freedom of slaves in the United States. It's Emancipation Day, plain and simple. And it's crazy. It's really insane that it took this long.
Is it though? Is it really though?
To make it a holiday?
To make it not even a holiday. Just to give it the recognition that it deserves.
Acknowledge that it exists at all. Yeah. It's bizarre as fuck.
No, it's
one of those things. It's really not, because we know why, but it's the thing that we're like, it was one of those common things, especially after learning the history of it, to where I'm like, this should be like a national holiday, you'd think. It's a pretty big deal. And of course, I thought it was almost more of just a Texas holiday, and then I discovered, oh no, black people everywhere, celebrate it. And I'm just like, okay, this is a big thing. It was like a secret to us almost. People are like, why are y'all celebrating?
Well,
is this a family reunion? No.
The holiday itself, the day is a secret to Negroes that was in Texas at the time. So yeah.
Your last ones to know.
Yeah. So.
And someone asked, is Juneteenth big in Texas?
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah. We're actually
LaGrange has parades every year. LaGrange.
I will give Texas, depending on where you're at, it is one of the bigger purveyors. Like Galveston, I know is really.
Oh, Galveston's huge about it.
Right, with Juneteenth.
Well, that's where it was.
Austin's becoming hip to it more and more.
They learned it 2 years
but
ago.
I mean, plain and simple, it's Black Independence Day.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
It's the day we should be celebrating to high heaven and back.
I don't give a fuck about a 4th. It's not for me. I do love the festivities. They're fun.
Yeah, I was about to say, I fuck on 4th.
But no, and yeah, you have some people in the chat, and time out, first of all, Elijah, Sure, I can give you the 5 cents in my pocket for the imaginary check from those TikTok views. Shut up. But we have Nadia Domain 2021. Hey, thanks for your first time chat.
Yay.
Who's like, I'm from California, never heard about Juneteenth. Shadow Shogun said, shit ain't a holiday in Ohio. At least my work doesn't recognize it. And then Lee Design Studio, grew up in Las Vegas. Never was educated about
West
Juneteenth.
Coast, not so. I don't know about the East Coast even. I'm not familiar with them.
What's weird is and here's an interesting dynamic. And maybe I'm off kilter here.
Right.
When you think about New York, you think about some East Coast because of the way that it was the focal point of colonization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of diversity natively entrenched in a lot of those, like when you think of New York, when you think of New Jersey, when you think of those areas where people are coming into, there's a lot of like native history, a lot of different culture pools that are just inherently there. I don't think that's the same on the West Coast, even though they're more progressive.
Yeah.
In which case it's created this propensity where you might run into those cases where Juneteenth isn't as important. And even though it's big here, we were not told and really educated about it ever.
Just went to the festivity.
And the fact that it took this long, year of 2020, where we were genuinely having to fight for our lives and fight for representation and fight for respect of African Americans for Juneteenth to being actually considered is straight up bullshit. Plain and simple.
It was a here you go. We're not going to fix this problem, but you can have Juneteenth as a national holiday. You can stay home. It was a kind of a backhanded type of deal. I felt. Well, I am happy it's recognized now as a national holiday. People who never knew it existed knows it exists, but like still it's just like you could have done this. You could have done this a long time ago.
It feels more. I don't know what the word to use, but when private organizations or private companies or companies in generally that don't recognize Juneteenth have never done that before specifically, and now they're like forced to actually recognize, hey, Juneteenth is now a holiday.
Let's make
your
some
employees,
money.
That is the reason why I actually brought the topic up, is because I think that nowadays these companies that never recognized Juneteenth before are now doing it just to shield for our attention.
I think it does have some layers of plain and simple marketing with it as well, right? Hey, we're a company who lets you off on Juneteenth. Right. It's one of our days. I do this as a double-edged sword, right? Mm-hmm. Do I think that this should have? I mean, let's be real. The holidays the day's always been there. It's just not been acknowledged.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And hey, we just really, really and truly got MLK Day, like the proper level of respect. Right?
All except Arizona.
All except Arizona?
Fuck you, Arizona, for that. Wow. Forever, by the way. They don't celebrate MLK Day in Arizona.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, look, all right. I know some of these holidays take time to get like the proper outlook that they do.
Right. Absolutely.
And I think that there's a couple of layers here when it comes to Juneteenth that honestly haven't been recognized, because it's cool that people get a day off. But it should be a day of education for those who aren't aware of what Juneteenth is, what the meaning behind it is. And shoot, I can have a day off. But most of y'all should be learning.
You know what I feel like it should be? Like it's technically a new holiday, so we can come up with shit for it. It's still fresh. So I say, like, every year you have to learn. You have to learn some history. And then when you get to a certain part where you know the meaning of it, know what it's about, then you can parlay. Then you can barbecue and party and have all the fun festivities. Then you can have red velvet cake. Until then, no.
I think it's more so, it's more than just a day. We have to start entrenching this in the history and revamping our school curriculums that we do have nowadays, specifically that just only focus on, we got MLK, we got the assassination.
They want to take that shit away.
But even that specifically, we should start implementing that into our history, whether it just be not to be limited to just a day. To me, specifically, you have to revamp the whole entire school curriculum to implement that. So I think that, I agree with what TJ is saying, is that it's more than just a day for me. It's about learning about the history, specifically of why Juneteenth is so important for Black people in general.
Like, I'll be honest.
That's what I'm saying. You got to earn that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm flying out seeing my girlfriend's grandparents this weekend, and
They're gonna ask.
oh no, we're gonna be watching. we're gonna be watching a movie on Sunday.
What
Roots.
movie? I was about to say.
Oh, I'm gonna get to pick.
I was about to say Roots.
What is it? I might do Judas and the Black Messiah so they get something recent.
Oh, that's fun. That'll be a fun time.
I don't care.
Do they do Roots
Do
every
you
year?
watch her? Do you watch her facial expressions when that movie come on? And you be like, yeah.
Fortunately, the Gma is very, very liberal, so it's nothing like she mask up, do the whole nine. So
Right.
she's very much in that camp. Loves me thus far.
Are they gonna play Roots every year for Juneteenth like they do
Don't
It's a
do
Wonderful
that.
Life for Christmas?
Stop that. Stop.
I'm not the one doing
Nah,
it.
Tommy.
Look, hey, I'm not Walmart coming out with goddamn red velvet.
That's the
ice
reason
cream.
why I wanted to fucking talk about that
You
bullshit.
know ABC would do some shit
No,
like
but look,
that though.
look. They don't have to. They don't
Advertising
have to
dollars.
play Roots. We got a Charlie Brown in the Juneteenth special. We talked about
I
this.
want it.
Come on.
I really want that now.
Yeah, Charlie Brown ends up
Starring
eating red
Franklin.
velvet.
Starring Franklin. Don't give a fuck about Charlie Brown. Franklin and Snoopy, that's it. And Woodstock, he's there.
The only time
Only three.
Franklin is in the highlight, he being like, "Hey yo,
Right, I'm in the background.
no, let me talk."
Right.
Yeah, he shuts everyone down. Let me get this. This is my adventure today.
On Juneteenth, everybody got to play Color Purple.
And for some reason, it turns to an episode of Atlanta.
Charlie Brown, I'm the brown one here. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out. That's how it has to be.
Turn the name to Charlie White.
But no, but what we're seeing with Juneteenth, and while we're happy it's being celebrated,
Right.
like I don't get it twisted. Do not take what I'm going to say and what we may put.
Hey.
Oh dang!
Shit.
The chill spot. Oh, Rakeem, excuse me, Rakeem 23. Thank you so much for
Hey,
another gift sub.
appreciate that.
The chill. Excuse me, not the chill spot. You have a gifted sub, that means you have to show up for the rest of the month. I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But check it, like the actual. What I want to say is that don't take what we say as not being grateful that this has become a thing. But also, I shouldn't be thankful that this became a thing.
That's where I'm at too.
Like
with it.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't.
You're in the gray area.
Yeah, that's where I'm at
That's what it
too.
is.
I shouldn't be celebrating the fact that this very fundamental holiday, very fundamental day
I don't know
of
if there's.
history should be celebrated.
I don't think there's a fucking day in history that like this one that I mean, come on, that's just written for a holiday. A whole group of people for the mistake you made in your country, mind you. But now they, rectified it a little too late, done. But to these people, they are free now. That's a big fucking deal to a group of people.
2 years, man.
Took 2 years. Rest of the
2
country
years.
took us two. That's very Texas, though, isn't it? That's such a fucking.
You had to
Texas
have a
thing.
ship to come over and say, "Y'all niggas is free. What y'all doing still here picking cotton?" You had to
We
you had
didn't
to
get
have
the
somebody
memo.
tell that.
Like
That's
what the
crazy.
fuck? Yeah, that's the most insane fucking thing. But it's something you should learn about it. Like, yeah, this is how this country was built.
But then on the
Shit
flip
like
side-
this, yeah.
You have one of my biggest pet peeves. I've said it before. When companies like Walmart, when companies like, I think HEB did the same thing, right?
They got the Martin shirt.
They got the Martin shirt. Are pressing too damn hard to get our attention, right? So Walmart has the red velvet cake ice cream. And then they also had like the cookies too on top of that. And then the HEB had the shirts. And I'm just thinking to myself, is this what this holiday has came down to? Because they don't do this with MLK. They don't do that. Because I don't see them doing that type of advertisement for MLK. So why are they doing this now for Juneteenth? Why is it so hard
So
for
it's
them?
brand new.
But still,
It's colorful. It's festive.
but still, they do shit
and they
like
just
this.
learned black people been celebrating it forever.
Right. But it's just like shit like this irritates me as to, like TJ saying, this shouldn't be a holiday. Or it should be a
No, it should
holiday,
be a
but why
holiday,
should be
why should I celebrate the fact that you now recognize it? Yeah.
That's the frustrating part for me.
Because you should have
and
recognized it long
and
ago.
to me, and I'll be honest,
Right.
there's a part of marketing that makes me pleased because hey, look, it's in the same. Someone I pointed out, they do this for. Joshman Forever. That's a different topic.
What is that?
We ain't touching that one with a 10-foot pole just yet.
Oh,
He said, it should be stated that the illegal slave trade continued on for another 100 years, and for the descendants of slaves, and the prison system still affects us today.
Absolutely.
Prison is a different
That
conversation.
is legal slavery.
That is-
it
That
shouldn't be
prison
legal, but it
pipeline.
is.
Hello.
We will talk about that. Don't you worry.
I call it loophole slavery, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh man, but
Yeah, we will. That'll be our next depressing subject. But yeah, it needs to be talked about.
There are a lot
that
of
one.
layers when it comes to why I like the marketing breach, because to me that means cool. We're on the same level of, someone mentioned Pride, Christmas,
Right.
Thanksgiving. I want that
God,
level.
racists and bigots really hate June, don't they?
There ain't. Also, I don't know why this was a struggle to get. Like June ain't got shit except Father's Day. Fuck a Father's Day.
Pride is still new. So it's like
I love my daddy. Goddamn it, I want Father's Day.
No,
I like my pops too.
we
like,
are black men who like our fathers.
we
We did have them.
Contrary to what some of you may think,
Fucking, they came and I was talking to the nigga. Like, I don't even know. Like he's there.
my father lived with them. yeah.
It's like Mother's Day. I don't need a
a
day
real
to
thing.
celebrate my mother. I've been celebrating this all my fucking
I
life.
feel like my birthday should be like.
No, how do I
this.
put it? I actually, so this isn't a slight
Gift that
towards
keeps on
mothers,
giving.
but to me, I'm like, moms. I love my mom's 24/7.
Right.
My dad, he need a day. I need to remind myself.
he needed a big piece of chicken, huh? Yeah.
Give him a sweater.
Like,
The worst gifts ever.
but
Yeah, right.
But when I think about these layers, when I think about these things, because I do like some marketing aspects of it, the fundamental thing always goes back to the fact that I do not mind if you market the things, but I do mind if it isn't intentionally teaching the history that also coincides with it.
True.
Yeah.
Do not because to me this Juneteenth ice cream is just generically black. That's a Kwanzaa ice cream. That could be
That's
whatever.
basically,
Like
right.
that's
They
They can
Jamaican.
recycle that damn box and put it for Kwanzaa.
Jamaican flair, like whatever you want to do. Like there's a lot of it needs to be very articulated. And I also think that this should be an opportunity to where Walmart really could have had like, cool, we made sure to bring in black artists. We made sure to bring in like
Limited edition packaging.
like bring in a chef or somebody who designed this dessert to be African American, and we want to highlight that.
Yeah.
That's how you start to get. That's how you start to be able to do the marketing while also contributing to the community as well.
Absolutely.
I don't think the negativity comes inherently from just the marketing aspect. Yes, you know what? I think right now we are as a culture defining a lot of the variables that are in alignment to Juneteenth as well. And so there really isn't an inherent theme that coalesces and coincides with that other than, a lot of the colors, a lot of the history that's associated with it. I know that one thing that people are doing is like you eat a lot of red foods to represent the blood of
It's
individuals
red
who are,
velvet,
blood of individuals who lost their lives and all the slaves. And that's one aspect that I really, I'm like, yeah, co-sign that.
Yeah.
But the marketing aspects are appreciated if it's intentional and is contributing to the overall communication and education of African Americans alongside other people, so that way we could start to genuinely understand this holiday. Look, eventually all holidays get proliferated out to where there are marketing ploys. That's why I fucking hate Christmas.
Whoa.
I do. I've never liked it.
You get stuff.
I get stuff throughout the year, nigga. I'm good. I got good. My mom said.
Excuse me.
My mom was like, "Why you gotta
We're
be a little
adults.
shit all
We're
year?"
adults.
Like no, like even when I was a kid, she was like we didn't celebrate Christmas for other reasons, but she was like, why would I?
Festivities.
No festivities. I had good grades. That's what got me.
Right.
Shit, the shit. And I told my friend I had more shit than my friends. Cause you wanna know why? I had more opportunities to get shit. Plain and simple. But. I'm kidding. I did not have everything, but with how you want to.
Oh no.
I didn't see. Keep going.
No, you were talking. What you doing?
Sorry. I was like, I didn't see this.
Oh no.
I wanna.
Oh no.
Hold up. I need to see all of because they were. I saw a line of like Walmart Juneteenth items. It wasn't just the ice cream.
That's what I'm saying.
It's more than one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know it was a line.
I have to see all the
I
products.
only saw the
Yeah.
ice cream.
I
No,
just
it was
saw
more
the
than
ice
that.
Oh
cream.
no.
But I need to see all the products here. But
Something got you.
I need to. There was bottles, and I was like, "Do they got Juneteenth vodka? Like, what we doing? What we got here?
Exclusively at Walmart.
Yeah,
Juneteenth Henny and
Juneteenth
Coke.
moonshine. Like, what's happening? But essentially, they got plates.
Is that
They got.
Oh.
It's freedom for me.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's let's go ahead and eat on the plates of when we're thinking about freedom at the cookout.
At the cookout.
But it's a bigger issue for me. right? Juneteenth is like Pride Month. How these companies cater to these particular moments, but then
Every other day of the year.
Every other day of the year,
Yeah.
you don't see them do that shit often, specifically, and that frustrates the fuck out of me. Like, I get what you're saying. I appreciate the marketing specifically, but it's just when companies actually overdo it with no effort. That's what fucking frustrates me.
Yeah.
And that was and see, that was my thing.
IKEA sitting there like, y'all clowning these motherfuckers. We had a full fucking menu for African Americans. We had fried chicken, watermelon, collard greens, mac and cheese, and pinto beans. These motherfuckers just got plates and ice cream.
See, it took till 2021, right, for Juneteenth to become a federal holiday,
Right.
And not everybody still applies it. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
It's a federal holiday. Not everybody goes along with it. But one person asked an interesting question, because I do want to highlight the marketing point. But one person did ask. I was like, okay, fine. One aspect I've been thinking about is, should Juneteenth just be off for Black people? And I'm gonna let y'all digest that.
I wouldn't. I mean, okay. I'm not gonna.
To be honest with you, I think that everybody should take that off.
I do too,
because it's a history lesson
Yeah.
to be taught.
Yeah, and but if it was just Black people, I wouldn't complain. Yeah, sure. But yeah, no, everyone should take it off. Because it's if you're off that day, it's like, oh, why am I off? You'll think about it at some point during that day. Hopefully, hopefully.
I just hope that it doesn't become a conversation of, why do only Black people get to take this holiday off?
Oh,
that's
that's
like the
what would
question.
happen with
It's
it.
like the question of, so how come the N-word?
They
The N-word
can
is
say
not
it,
is now a term of endearment. So why can't we say it? It's going to turn
he
into
ain't
that
lying.
conversation.
He's not lying.
It's
It would
going to turn into
that.
that conversation if it's just us that have that day off.
No, I mean, and I'm right there with you. I think that the important part is giving everybody the day off, so long as it should be to where you can't even watch TV without something Juneteenth related
Right.
popping up on your screen, just like on Christmas. You
Like,
flip
go
the channels,
all in, yeah.
You just getting holiday shit.
There should
Charlie
be a
Brown
song that we should title to, or there should be stick to Juneteenth, similar to how Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" play on Christmas Day. There should be a song similar to that.
She makes
Yeah,
a lot
I mean,
of money off that.
Shoot, Kendrick just dropped an album not too long. We can
That could be, yeah.
that could be the.
We could do that.
Mr. Morale and the Hot Steppers can absolutely be the
I'm
album
just saying,
of
I'm
Juneteenth.
just saying,
He's
shoot.
gonna be the one that writes it.
I mean,
though, right? Like, ain't
Drake
nobody
might
else.
drop a beat. Who knows?
He's
But
from Canada. They were free
he's been
already,
here for a
right? I
minute.
don't know their.
I don't
how
know
that
Canada's
operates.
history
I don't
either.
either.
He
They
has
got
a-
some demons too.
He got
I'm
a
sure.
dual citizenship.
Got
He's
skeletons.
fine.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, right?
Apparently, Mississippi still has Confederate Memorial Day,
Well, of
so they
course
still have
they
a ways
do.
to go. But it's Mississippi. You
Mississippi.
chose that.
It's true. Get out of Mississippi or go to a darker part of it. I don't know. I would feel
Similar to
unsafe.
Lovecraft County.
Oh, it's still like that there.
I mean, Tommy, I feel unsafe normally. So
Huh?
I said you would feel unsafe. I said I feel unsafe normally, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Be real.
We do live in Texas.
Yeah, we live in Texas. Like,
We just live on our island here.
Kids ain't
Houston, Austin,
not
and
do that.
Dallas.
Don't go there. Please don't. Stop it.
still mad. But let me not do it. It's
Please
supposed to be fun. But not on the real though, right? Like I don't want. I actually like what my organization that I was at prior did last year, because it was still in that not weird. It was still in that bubble zone where they were like, cool. The way that they had were not personal, but they had these floating holidays.
Oh yeah, I've heard of those.
So it's like a floating holiday that you can decide, okay, whatever holiday you want to apply it to, you can take it off, right?
Right.
And basically they were like, cool. It's not a freebie, but there's like, no manager was gonna give you flack.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't look
If
good.
you were,
Especially if
bad
you're
look.
available.
most of them were encouraging it. Like that
Yeah.
was their. They were like, hey, encourage your people to take off, or, and here's the best part, they literally from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. nothing but company funded educational,
Nice.
like speakers, talks,
I like that.
recordings, messaging, all that type of stuff for the entire day. Posts from most of the execs there being like, take some time, block off time, make sure you watch these things because it's important. And that's the sort of effort that I'm
I like
about.
that.
But here's my general question on that.
Yeah, what's up?
The question would be specifically is, who will actually take the time to watch that?
And see,
That goes into a deeper question. Specifically, we have the tools and information available, will somebody actually take the time to actually look at that information?
But see, I think the thing is, even making the effort to put it there is the important part. We can't control who consumes that.
Because your company is just basically saying, we endorse this. We are saying we're behind this.
We're giving you an easy lesson right here.
No, so to your point where you're like, hey, people are just marketing it. I know this organization was marketing the shit out of what they were doing. But I can genuinely say that on the back end, they were doing everything they could to make sure their employees were also being enabled, learning more of the culture, understanding why it's important, and things of that nature, right? You know, for my current organization, you know, they definitely put their money where their mouth is. They're like, cool, there's Juneteenth happy hour, and there was a tiered way of how you get in by a certain
handshake.
The happy hour, like, excuse me.
You got to learn a handshake.
Certain variables made sure, like, if you were a black identifying member, you definitely got the foot into the happy hour first. Okay. But the day, we also have the day off.
And you guys get to choose who comes to the cookout happy hour?
Right.
Well, after
like Jennifer's okay.
You don't put this man in the corner.
Phil can't come.
Phil, man, you just got some sketchy answers, and I'm just like, no, not you, brother. We
were on the elevator. You just asked me about Kool-Aid out of nowhere.
I'll pose this question here.
All right.
I get the effort. That's what matters the most. But at what point you're just getting to at what point you say, okay, that's great, you did this, but what other elements are you doing to support that specific cause too?
I think that, and that's tricky, right? Because, like, you know, you can do the donations, you can start to, because it's not, let's be real here, it's not on a company's onus to make sure that everybody is educated on certain variables of consideration.
Absolutely.
And they have, but to me, I'm like, if you enable individuals to learn more, grow more, and really show out in that, that's what's important. I'd rather you take them donation dollars and then you don't say shit to your employees versus actually being like, let me put our dollars there and do it to your employees, or just focus on enabling people to be smarter and more educated on this subject. Now, of course, you need to be pressuring your organization and your companies to continue to do more for all groups, not just African Americans. Yeah. But I think that with Juneteenth in particular, where that point is whenever you run into that tautology or that same cycle of like, okay, you know what?
We can expect this every year.
Like, we're going to expect this every year. What are we doing to diversify? So I'll put this in perspective. Like I said, they had speakers last year. So this year, siphoned out with different speakers. You're having different perspectives. You're having different influences. And let me be real here. They were not small speakers. They were not. These were actors. Like, these were people who had some influence. So to get them to come in and talk about these layers,
right?
It was a genuine effort. Now, not every organization has the bandwidth or finances to do those things, but there is something within their power that they can take care of no matter what. Whether that's setting up time, like, it doesn't take much to set up an hour or two on the day to make sure to speak about it, to make sure that people are dedicated and having that be mandatory that they come and attend, or not mandatory because you don't want to force people into anything, but making it highly recommended that they come through and attend and really speak on it. Do we talk like? But I will say the organization I was at, like the DE&I, like the efforts towards inclusion were astronomical.
Absolutely.
So I know my perspective there would differ than most who have worked in organizations where they're not even allowed to take off on Juneteenth, or they're not even allowed to, or not even getting any exposure to resources.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, what I really want, like, is if you're marketing it, just if you're gonna put the money behind the marketing, include that part of your marketing is also going to be education. And so long as you're educating one more person about the importance of this holiday, that's what it always goes back to, because we really only, like, because I'm gonna keep it $1.50. This requires we have so much legwork to do to bring Juneteenth to the status it needs to be.
Absolutely.
We can't stop.
It should be at 4th of July status.
I think, but the thing that I worried the most with Juneteenth is Juneteenth is going to become another MLK Day.
This is kind of
just a day.
Yeah,
it's just a day at this particular point, and it's going to revert back to what it was.
Like that.
Right, it's just going to revert back to its initial status, which was nobody knew about this, but only a certain amount of people knew about it specifically. Or we're just taking this day off because it's just a day off that was given to us through the federal holiday,
Right.
the federal approval. So that's what I fear about Juneteenth moving forward.
I think that there's a couple of things that come into layered with that particular argument. MLK Day is a little tricky because it's right before Black History Month. And so I think a lot of the times it kind of gets swept up of being like, cool, MLK Day, checked out. I'll see you here in a couple
It's kind
weeks.
of the face of Black History
Yeah.
Month. Yeah.
I also think that, quite frankly, look, unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard a lot of the variables with MLK Day. And so I don't think that there isn't a layer of education that still needs to be applied quite like, you need to be yelling it from the mountaintops. But I think that Juneteenth has so much hidden meanings, so many different layers that we haven't explored, and understanding the impact variables that come with that to where the conversation, quite frankly, is limitless, at least for it took, hey, you feel tired of MLK Day, it took this long. I feel like Juneteenth has a lot of run room, and I think that there's a lot of areas that they can cover. And after that, shoot, bring it back to just making it a secondary Black History Day. So that's perfectly fine with me too.
That's cool. I don't know which way it's going to trend. I kind of feel like it's going to be more Jordan's way because this is where we are.
I mean, it's America.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
But-
it's not only America, but I think that it's just the newer generation of Black America won't feel as passionate about Juneteenth and the history behind Juneteenth as we are specifically growing up. To me, I think that it's going to be less prevalent in the newer generation than it is now.
Well, that's kind of every generation. That's kind of how it goes. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think the next generation might, do what may need to be done. They like history apparently because they're not allowed to learn it anymore. But like, yeah, no, I don't know, man. I've known this holiday my entire life. Like I said, parades, the whole nine, and it's just always been a part of my life. So I know the significance of it. To me, it should be a holiday for this whole fucking country because everyone needs to reflect on it.
Yeah.
Not just Black people.
Uh-huh.
And not just Texans.
Oh, definitely not just Texans. definitely not just Texans.
No.
Everyone.
I mean, and it took me a while, but this was what I saw where it was like,
Oh, God damn.
Boy,
Is that wine?
see, that's going too
What is
goddamn
that?
far.
because I'm like,
Ugh.
at least keep it on the red wine. Like, you ain't got to have the white
Again,
wine
you don't
bottle
know
there.
the purpose of the holiday, clearly.
Like that's just marketing.
Yeah.
That's marketing for marketing's sake, and that does nothing for us.
Can I go on a small tangent though? This is kind of bigger to me because you know how in 2020 when you had all these companies investing into Black organizations and so forth.
So they said, yeah.
Right. And one of the biggest questions I had was, I want to know 2 to 3 years from now where our people would be financially. Are we still talking about closing the wealth gap? Are we still talking about education among Black men? Are we still, like,
Who's talking about it? Just us, as far as I know.
no, I mean, but still, where will we be 3 years with all these big organizations donating money?
But they
into them?
actually did it.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But where are we going to be specifically? Are they actually investing these monies to where we're actually doing better?
Yeah, that's what.
That's
it's a
the biggest
great
question I have
Yeah.
specifically. And I said that, and it seemed like we're still asking the same questions in 2022 after all these companies did all these major donations in 2020. That's the only bigger question that I actually
The thing
have.
is, they hope you forget about it. So
They wipe their hands with it and they say, we did what we need to do.
No, and see, this is why you also use Juneteenth as a reminder to re-engage on those uncomfortable conversations. I can be quite frank, that's what you have. Like, with the way that organizations operate, there's a lot of different demographics that they usually are trying to hire for. And then, of course, even if a
Right.
company celebrates their DEI initiatives, they oftentimes trend their African Americans towards either entry-level roles and or roles where you cannot be calculative and or technical. Which means that this is a consistent conversation that you need to have. And Juneteenth offers a position where you're like, cool, this is like on my calendar. I always have a constant reminder that I need to engage on this. And it's going to require pushing. The work didn't stop just because it's a federal holiday. This is really comes into play.
That's what I was about to say. The same exact thing. It's like, don't let Juneteenth be the day that we need to remind you of this. This needs to be something that you need to talk about every single day that this company is open.
And I mean, and I want to make sure that like I don't take away from these things, right?
don't.
Because
Yeah,
ultimately,
I agree.
I do think it's a day of education, but it also is a day of celebration, right?
Yeah.
It is a day of acknowledgement that we went through all of this. There are so many of our ancestors, so many of our people, and people who have a long descendants history in America.
When you think, look, put it this way, and when you put it this way, it usually kind of people are like, oh shit, your grandparents' parents were slaves. Well, not you, but yeah. Good job. True. Yeah, my grandma's grandparents were slaves. It's not that far apart.
Mm-hmm. This isn't.
You know what I mean?
Like this is 18,
pretty close. She could tell me. They told her how slavery was, and she told us. That's how close that shit is.
Passed down from generation to generation.
That's what I'm saying. It is. So there you go. So yeah, it's something that's still. Yeah, it's been hundreds of years, 200. I don't know how many fucking years. It's about 100, 60, 70 years since we were freed. For us, tack on 2 years to that, and just that wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme. And all the effects of that still linger in our lives every fucking day. So yes, please acknowledge slavery, which is these days hard as fuck to even get them to do that shit.
But I also think...
So it's just it needs to be blasted everywhere.
I also think that there are enough things and areas that we can acknowledge and talk about to help support and bolster the education that's happening on Juneteenth as well,
absolutely.
right?
Sure.
When you think of, I was actually just making sure because I remember that it's around this time as well. Black Wall Street happened on
Tulsa,
literally
Absolutely.
May 31st and June 1st.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you have some things that are. Hey, look, make Black history be the overarching history, and then let's make it let's make the run up to Juneteenth be this is what happens, and these are some of those
should be a day of itself too.
Historic notes.
Started on June 1st.
That should be a day of
20
itself in
days.
this case here.
Oh, it
Black Wall
absolutely
Street should be a day.
Or at least a fucking monument. Do they even have a monument? It's fucking Oklahoma,
think-
so probably not.
No, I think they do.
Okay.
I think they do. I have to look that
Should
up again.
recreate the whole fucking city.
And
Like if I had
We do.
What do you mean?
It's not in Oklahoma.
replica.
Oh, replica.
Yeah.
I'm like,
An authentic replica
You
of
want to talk
Black
about
Wall
Negro
Street.
City? Go to DeSoto, Texas. I mean, that's like Negro City.
Is it really?
Yes.
Check it
like
out.
I mean, look, we are at the precipice of being able to communicate these variables and really set ourselves up for success as we continue down the line of celebrating and embracing African American culture,
Yeah.
right? With Tulsa, Black Wall Street happened exactly 100 years from last year.
Yeah.
So this is a new century to make sure that this is imprinted on our
It's
youth.
like we're going backwards.
We're going backwards to move forwards. And what I mean by that is we're going backwards in the sense of it took way too damn long for this shit to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
It took way too damn long for us to be able to acknowledge and start to really bring true African American history to light. But what I mean by us going forward is we can acknowledge the holdup, but we can't dwell on it. We can't let that be continue to let us hold us up.
Can we address a little bit of an elephant in the room with this subject? Mm-hmm. You realize the mention of critical race theory makes these motherfuckers lose their mind.
Hell yeah.
So you want them to learn about the day they didn't tell us slavery ended.
But that's a bigger subject in
shit.
itself, specifically because I think that both sides tend to. I think one side tends to not understand specifically what critical race theory actually
They
is.
have
and
no
what they
clue
don't.
what it is.
But I think that the other side tends to gather or loop everything underneath critical race theory. I'm like, slavery is not critical race theory.
No, it's history.
It is history.
It's literal history.
That's not critical race theory specifically. I mean, there's two different versions of it, critical race theory. But I'm just saying, I think there's a misunderstanding or how I think both sides tend not to understand what that theory means specifically. To me,
Yeah.
I
Can we just call it history and call it a fucking day? Because that's what it is.
I mean, critical race theory is prevalent.
It's its own thing.
I mean, it's its own thing, but
but they're lumping everything into it.
But I mean,
it needs to be separated.
So this goes into a lot of different other variables,
Right.
and this can be
That's
its
a whole
own
nother
conversation.
subject. Yeah.
Because
We always lead off with shit that we want to talk about the next time we never
do.
do.
Brawny.
Did y'all know that there is quite a bit of African American topics, black topics that we can talk about? So
a whole lot.
there are so many things. We keep on
a
saying
plethora.
the show number 77. When we get to
We'll
critical
circle
race
back around
theory,
to some of these, yeah.
we'll be able to actually, really amplify what we want to talk about all the time, right? So don't think we're putting a pin in these things.
No.
Don't think
We
we're
are
putting a pin in these things and running away from them.
Yeah. No.
Damn, that's scary.
Yeah, it was horrifying.
It got scared from critical race theory.
I don't want no part of this.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to slid down and just fell asleep. I'm good.
Wait, do you know what it is? No.
these niggas talk about race again.
Go back to talking about Brawny.
Y'all were supposed to be funny today. Yeah.
Technically we were, but it just
That's all we
got
did.
deep.
Okay, yeah.
It just got deep. This and I think that one thing that I'm realizing more and more with this show is that we have to normalize uncomfortable conversations,
Absolutely.
but
That's what we
also
try to do.
and make them be realistic. I don't want I don't want because what I don't want is people to feel like this holiday is forced, and why? I mean, it should be. Don't get twisted. Juneteenth will be shoved down your throat every which way.
Oh yeah, if it was up to me.
But the reason why I don't want
Commercials.
people to feel that way is because, basically, I do want it to inevitably get to that point to where people think of Juneteenth and it is truly a day of not only celebration but education. And I wanted to feel like how MLK Day felt in schools, where you definitely spend it. Like, because I mean, hey, it was the one thing that they were obligated to do. You'd probably spend the day before or the
You would
week
have
before
thought it was a law.
learning MLK stuff up until MLK Day, and that's when you're let out, right?
Yeah.
And so-
Sometimes the only black subject that ever gets brought up in some schools.
Sad.
Juneteenth, is something that and I think that's also part of the reason why education had that gap. Of course, they conveniently put summer break as a thing. So,
Right.
I'm kidding.
Conspiracy? No, you right, brother.
I ain't gonna go into conspiracy theories.
What do you? I think Juneteenth is on the perfect time of year.
It's hot.
It's summer.
We get to get our. No, I think
People
they put it.
wanna have
No,
fun.
no. You really had it on June, so that way we can have our best glow.
That's what I'm saying.
Sunshine and
It's a
everything.
party.
like it.
That's a party month.
But no matter what you're feeling about Juneteenth, no matter what your angle is, I think that everybody can agree. Everybody with some sense can agree that it's very important. Do your due diligence to just open up the conversation
Absolutely.
as to, hey, this is what Juneteenth is. Here's why it exists. And here's what we can do to make sure we're making our African American brothers and sisters to feel as though they're supported and they're able to proliferate out the knowledge as well. What you should not do is come back here making some of these bottles right here. Don't do
I
that.
was about to say, don't go to Walmart and support us by buying that damn red velvet shit.
It's not
okay,
supporting us at all.
don't buy the plate. Put it on your door like a reef.
Or, I mean, at least keep it red wine. Buy the red one.
That's
support.
the real blasphemy
right.
of it all.
Like,
The red is very important on the
but-
holiday.
we really do appreciate that, we're even able to have this space to talk about Juneteenth because we've gotten to a place to where it's actually being acknowledged. I'm not giving bonus point. I'm not giving even credit for shit that should have happened, but I can still be happy that it is happening, right? I can still be proud to see the efforts, at least with organizations and places and people who are in my circle, are making to make sure Juneteenth is supported and fluidly.
And I think I can say this. I think we all share the same sentiment as do your due diligence and do the history or do the research to find out specifically why Juneteenth is important to us. I mean, yeah, you
Should
can
be important to everybody.
You can go to any. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Whoa, what?
Look,
I didn't catch
we
the
are
last
not
thing.
we're not your tutors.
Oh yeah, no, don't ask a black person anything. A matter of
That's
fact,
what I was gonna say. Don't go to us like your Urban Dictionary and try
Yeah.
to ask us about specifically. Do your due diligence. That's the reason why there's an internet there.
we have
Specifically.
Google. Go on
right.
that
Go
shit.
Google it.
Like
really
I said,
easy.
because I said do your due diligence as African Americans and preach out where you
Absolutely.
Right.
can. But don't unless you really a homie like that.
Yeah.
In which case, if I know you.
and you know who you are.
What does AAVE mean? What does booty do mean?
You come at me with some
Don't
shit
be
like that.
don't be one of those friends, okay?
That's not a friend.
What's
friend of mine.
Emancipation Day?
Ooh.
I'm kidding. You shouldn't be that lost. Because if someone hit me with that what does emancipation mean? I'm
Go to the
leaving.
dictionary. Look
I'm freeing myself from this
you,
conversation.
I'm emancipating myself from this
look up the
conversation.
look that definition
But yeah,
up.
just do your due diligence, do your research, find out specifically why it's important specifically, and don't just stop there. Actually try to find organizations or causes that actually support our organization or us and generally in our community. Yeah. So do more than what. Basically, just be good. Do more. Do better.
And if you want to market, if you're a business runner or an organization, hey, do your marketing, but partner with African American organizations, so that way everybody is supported. I don't think anybody would have a question to Walmart if they were to sit there and be like, all of these artists are African American to design this box.
They went to Ja Rule.
Stop it. But Tommy, any last points on this?
No, man. I mean, y'all hit it pretty good. It's just it's an important holiday. Learn it if you don't know it. And once you learn it, then you can celebrate and have red velvet cake.
Should we end the show by singing "We Shall Overcome"?
No. No. Y'all, neither one of you.
No. In honor of Juneteenth, let's end the show by singing "Lift Every Voice," the Black National Anthem. Let's do that.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. How we celebrate you? How we gonna end this show the same way we end every show, which is a shout out to all y'all beautiful people. Thank you guys so much for coming into the Blaxcellence Podcast. Please feel free to check us out on anywhere where you can see the Mexcellence. Shut up! You stop it. Go get us in trouble. But now, on the real though, we really do appreciate all y'all's support. Thank you guys for coming through and always talking about the topics that, hey, you know what? We keep it authentic as much as we can. If you have any questions, areas, or things that you want to hear us talk about, make sure you shoot it over to anywhere where you can find the Mexcellence. That's on Spotify. That's on the TikTok. That's on YouTube. That's on Twitch where you're watching this. And we'll make sure to get back to you as quickly as you can. If you don't know how to reach us via those platforms, well, then slide into our DMs on Instagram and or Facebook. But your best bet is probably sliding into our DMs on Instagram if you want to actually talk to us. But I'm going to head us out with... our true Black anthem. Thanks for coming into the
Blaxcellence. Is it Return of the Mac?
No, shut up. Hold up. Braden, thank you. All right, keeping it playing.
This must be some slanky